Okay, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening, or actually this afternoon. Today we are going to be playing, or continuing on with our Shadow of the Demon Lord campaign. So there's been this is session 5 of the campaign. So if you want to go back and get caught up as to where we are right now, the last 2 sessions have been featured our heroes delving into the depths of this ancient, quite ancient Fey prison or madhouse or something like that. So basically a place for either war criminals or those who are driven mad by the war between the Fey and the trolls. Without further ado, and of course with me today is Steve-O.
We're going to fixture. I think everyone knows me.
Yeah. So we are playing what do you call it? Steve is playing the trio of heroes, Junis, the clockwork warrior, Millar, the changeling who appears to be a young dwarven woman wizard, and Hobie is the revenant priest of Revel and warden. I'm going to be playing as an NPC Eric tonight. Eric is the character that Jeff normally plays, but Jeff is in sunny Jamaica right now, so I will be taking him over. All right, so when we last left the session, what you guys had done was you guys had fought those Spriggans. Remember, you the hall that's in here, you had opened up the door and you went into that hall, and there were the big roots underneath the surface there, mm-hmm. And what you found, Hobie tried to sneak down to the end, and then apparently got spotted because 2 of those things dropped down. The rest of the party saw that and sort of charged in. It was a quite brutal fight. Oh, you know what?
This was brutal.
Your bars are the bars showing for you?
I'm not seeing anything actually right now. Hold on. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we are.
I don't see.
There we are. Okay, the bars. I am seeing. No, a couple of them don't have bars. Millar has a bar.
Millar has a bar. Okay, hold up. Let me. I'm going to do something here. This, and then that. Boom. There's his bar. And I don't know why this particular campaign does this, but whatever. I imagine it's some kind of DM-related fuck-up, so I'm happy to own that. I'm sure when I set this thing up, I fucked up somehow. All right. Okay, so that's the... everyone is quite badly banged up, and as I said, I mentioned offline, Millar has heard a splash from somewhere. So everyone sort of is getting up, and there's probably loose plates that are hanging away from Junis, and there's sort of like some of his clockwork gears, or there's sparks flying out as they're grinding against each other on him.
Right.
Hobie is not actually. Hobie is pretty banged up. Eric's really the only one who's not super badly hurt. But Millar, you're fairly certain you heard a splash.
All right. Did Hobie hear it?
No, Millar did.
Oh, Millar. Okay. Well.
So what did she say?
All right, so she's going to mention that to everybody. Hobie, of course, has spelunking. That's necessarily going to help them figure out what that is.
Okay, so she says that, and then everyone kind of stops. Why don't you make a perception check for everyone too, please?
Everyone. All right.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna give a Bane because that scabbard is singing right now.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think it's just
Scabbard. Shut up.
Well, you can shut it off. But remember, the scabbard, the singing of it is granting you a boon on all will checks. So, and it's just a standard challenge. So, difficulty 10.
It's Hobie. You got a
0.
rollicking. How did I get a -1? Because of the Bane. Well, wait a second.
The Bane,
yeah,
minus 1d6 is what it's saying. So you got 3, and then you rolled a 3 on the d6. So it was a zilch.
All right. We're back to our strong rolling. Okay. Perception for Millar, or she's not her?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
With the Bane? All right.
I wish I could make a quick roll for Eric.
Eric the Viking, 7 for the young lady, who would have done well, but she rolled a 6, of course.
So Eric got Eric heard something.
desires.
You can give you know what? Make it no one boon, one bane for Hobie because he has spelunking.
Okay. This is Judas. Well, Judas got rolled a 20 with his strong 9.
Okay.
Noise, and then let's try Hobie again. One boon, bane. Answer is survey says 17. Nice.
Okay, so you hear a what do you call it? Off in the darkness, there's the sound of something like of wet bare footsteps
Wet bare footsteps
that are running towards.
Nice.
Like you can hear the
bears.
that flap 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 as something is running towards you guys. So what are you doing?
Should we?
The door is sitting wide open right now, and I think that I was thinking about this, and because this is how much detail I really try and put into your game is which way the door actually swings. Is I think that the door swings out, like it goes out, and then you would pull it into the big room in order to so you have to like pull it shut in order to pull it shut.
All right, I guess Millar will try to run up there and pull the door shut.
Okay, so we're in initiative right now. Why don't we? Can you mark? So I'm assuming, yeah. Just before you move her, let's. Let me get the right layer here. Let's mark
moves.
Yeah, so either quick or fast.
Either quick or fast.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, quick or slow action. Sorry. Oopsies, come on.
I guess you gotta do slow because you're gonna run and then close the door. So there's slow actions, right?
Yeah. Okay, so heroes are up first. So Millar, go ahead and make your move.
Oh dear, she's gonna die. 1, 2, 3. Good enough?
No, you need to step onto that thing. Okay, so you can hear something from like right over here in the darkness, just running towards you.
Doesn't sound good. All right.
Okay, so you your action, you grab the door and start pulling it. Okay, I need to check the stat runes of these guys. Okay, so what speed is? My goodness, 12 to 36, which means it's about 7 squares, which is I think what I recorded. Wrong thing. Adversaries, that's what I want. Excuse me. I'm glad I loaded all this shit into the program too. Like I loaded all the monsters in here when we first started playing, so I've got a shit ton.
You can download them? Is that what you did?
No, I actually had to physically for this game. We have to. Although I love that the monster manual is available now too, because they got the monster manual and all. There's something else that was completely available, so you can have all the tokens ready to go. It's unfortunately it hasn't convinced me to go back to the our Iron Gods game yet. But if we go back to that, I'll spend the $20 or whatever it is to get all that shit, because that's all.
Is that what it costs? You have to get the.
You have to pay for I guess that's how they're like, because they've done all the work by setting up all the tokens and having all the things ready.
Yeah, and you don't have to buy the manual.
We don't buy the manual either, I suppose. Either.
Oh wait, but you're paying Wolf money, not you.
Yeah. So I was just checking on what I had recorded there. Oh no, I did. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of the darkness, boom! Another. It looks like a flayed human corpse or flayed human body with really unusually long claws comes charging out here. Now, because you've got the door closed, though, I am going to give you 3/4 cover, so they're going to have 3 banes on their attack roll. This one will. And so it tries to claw in to get at you. It has that and that. Let's see how he does. So over here. Ooh, I think that's lower than your defense, right?
Defense. Let's check it out, baby.
Should be on your token, actually, I think.
My fucking defense is a 10, but she's got 3/4 cover, right? Which
I've already included. That's why it's got things. So it claws at you, and Oh, Millar, you took 11 points of damage.
She's dead. All right.
You know what? I didn't get a chance. You can move the other heroes too, so they can be up like beside there. You would have all moved before you saw that thing.
All right.
So I'm not meaning to go back to Bomb Berlin, but someone else can jump in and.
I can't move Eric over. And here we go. And she.
Here, I'll give you control of Eric. So that.
So her damage is 5. Now it's 16, but you can't go beyond your max, or you can.
Which the damage?
Yeah.
Okay, honey, are you quite through? Okay, if we're going below, I was reading this the other day. Damage. Okay. So once you go below 0, you if you get hit again, then you're automatically dead. But you are currently incapacitated. And then what will happen is at the end of each round that you were disabled, so you're disabled, not incapacitated. Well, you're incapacitated and disabled. It's 2 different conditions.
Mm-hmm.
You will roll a d6. On a 1, you start dying. On a 6, you heal 1 point of damage and become impaired for 1 minute. Any other roll has no effect. So effectively, you drop, but you're not out.
Okay.
You should have control over Eric's token now.
All right.
I think. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming that this has happened, and then we're now on the next round. You see, there's another one that is come running up as well too. Let me make sure I could move enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can we move?
Yeah.
Millar and finish closing the door.
Yes, I think what you could do is Hobie could grab Millar. Like you could do quick actions. Hobie can grab Millar, drag her back.
Right.
Junius could do a quick action to just slam the door shut.
Sure.
Okay, so pull her in here. Okay, and then what I need you to do is roll a d6 for Millar. Then.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm going to do then is
roll a d6.
Okay, check this out.
Guess what? 1? No, 6. There you go. So she's completely healed.
Yes. Get, one. No, she's got 1.
What?
Watch this though. So they're slavering at the door.
Yeah.
The door just shut.
It's closed.
Okay. All right. So you are in this room, and you can hear them clawing at the door. So she is basically take her what's her max hit point or max
13.
health? 13. So she has 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she I guess like just saw it and it managed to miss her jugular just a hair. I do need Millar also to make a will check for me too, please.
Millar, give me the will check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie, you like that?
Boonbane?
With 1 boon, yeah, because you've got the scabbard still singing.
25.
Awesome. Okay.
Nice. Perfect.
It's going to take more than these things to scare her again. So they're scratching at the door and they're screaming something. And unfortunately, only Millar can really understand what they're screaming. And it's something, I mean, it's all, violence, bloody, murder, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Something about skinning and whatever. So you guys have the door shut. But while they're still banging at the door, it does seem like you guys are secure in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. We need to do some healing and stuff like that. What can we do on that? I guess. Is there another door we can shut on the other side?
There is not that you can see. It goes down into the darkness there, and I'm guessing someone else picks up the torch that Millar was carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Say Eric.
Okay. So here's what a rest. Once in every 24 hours, you can spend 8 hours doing nothing. You can sleep, meditate, read, eat, or drink, or perform any non-strenuous task. When you complete the rest, you heal damage equal to your healing rate.
Oof.
You can extend this to a full 24 hours, at the end of which you will heal twice your healing rate.
Ooh. Which way are we going to get through this, guys? Well, I suppose Millar can use her ability to heal Junis, though, right?
She has. Oh, I recorded. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to quickly alter the Millar and Hobie's tokens. Right here. Oh, I'm on the wrong map. I'm just not on the wrong thing. Okay, so the white thing. Oh, I don't have it marked anyway. Nice. Okay, can I change the color of that? Wonder. Okay, so the white thing is going to be your mana. Give me a sec here. So effectively, I'll just call it mana. It's you can call it magic points or whatever, but
right.
It's effectively it's your mana. Okay, so your bar is 30, and you've used 23 so far. Okay.
23
so no, you have not used 23. You have
23.
You have 23, so that means you used 7 so far. Okay. I think that's a little lower than what was actually used, but I'm not fucking fussed. Yeah. Okay, and Hobie, I think, has only how many? What does he cast? Do you remember?
I've got 6 written down for the spells.
6 for spells cast. Okay, so then 24. Okay, so there you go. So now Hobie and that was stupid putting it in white. Give me a sec here. I can change the settings here. I'll make them nice and blue. How's that? Better?
Much better.
Okay, so those will be your mana bars, and so that sorry, you were going to say you're going to try and shut down Junis.
Yeah, do a little repairing.
Okay, Eric, I closed him off. What are Eric's professions? If you let's see, I'm thinking about securing the that door.
Yeah.
Eric's got a burglar one. I think that might work.
Sure.
So I think burglars have had to jam a door before. Sure. So
I'm jam a door.
Let's make a agility check with, and he'll use his trickery, and he'll get another boon from the profession. Let's see what he does here. 10. Well, it's a challenge that hits 10. So.
Oh.
Okay, so so the door is secured for now. All right, so Millar, what I need from you is a intellect check to shut down Junis again.
Intellect, okay.
Yep.
And with a boon?
Yep, because your profession.
Kapow!
Nice. Okay, no problem shutting him down. He once again fades inert, so he seems to be a standing statue.
Okay.
You can go ahead and cast your whatever spells you want to cast.
Well, it's just your engineering repair, right? Or is that?
No, you've been using object. What do you call it?
Right.
The spell.
What is it? Eavesdrop ability, foretell, or spike shape, or bolt, or towel drops, jury rig. Yes. And attempts to target will be 1d6 damage from it. 3 castings daily.
You can ignore that. Jury Rig is a 0 level spell, which means it costs you 1 magic point for 1 mana. Sweetie.
1 mana point. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I roll. What do I roll again?
Nothing. 1d6 to heal.
And kapow! 6, baby.
Nice. Okay. So Junis is healed of 6. I'm going to get rid of the turn to oopsies. Okay, so just record her mana use, and then you can do that as much as you'd like to recover your for as long as you've got mana. And I think that you have an ability to recover mana too as a magician.
Mm.
There is so it's.
So do I have to do a check each time to do it, or?
No. He's shut down. What the check was for was to shut him down.
Okay.
Because normally the only time he shuts down and becomes an object is when he rolls a 1 and his key stops turning. Okay. Someone has to spend an action turning that key to get him back to being moving again. What you're doing is you're trying to make sure that clock runs down faster. That's why you're having to make the engineering rolls.
All right. So 1, 2. I've done twice now. You'll gain another 5 back. Let's do it again. Another 5 back. That's pretty good. So I've used up 3 points now. Let's just write that down. I got about 10 points off Junus. Now he's down to 8 damage. It's a little better.
There you go.
What the hell? We might as well do it again. All right. Kapow. And 2. That's not what I want. And
Here we go. Magician.
6. And then one last time. Well, let's just juice this stuff right up. 2 points off her.
Oh,
6.
yeah.
Nice. So it's healed.
Okay, so if you check in Malar's description, she has a second level magician ability. You can use an action to heal damage equal to your healing rate and regain 1 casting. Hold on, it's actually not regaining 1 casting. Let me open up the Forbidden Rules PDF, because that's the one that has the what do you call it? The Forbidden Rules is the optional rules. I can't wait for my physical copy of that to get here, because that is got a ton of great stuff in it that I'm looking forward to really tucking into. All right, let's see here. Variant healing. No, I want magic. Variant magic PowerPoints. Here we go. Hi, sweetie. Hello, honey. Oh, good girl. All right, so the magician ability instead, so it does heal. I mean, it'll heal you obviously, but it will also you regain power points equal to 1 plus your power score. I think your power is a 2 now, isn't it?
Is that what yeah, I think you're right. Level 3, power 2. Is that what it is? Where's my power? Yeah, power 2.
Power 2. Great. Okay, so yeah, you would gain 3 power points back, and you would heal 1 equal to your healing rate, which I think is a 3, isn't it?
3. Yes, very nice. Okay, we'll take that.
Okay, so Malara's got a little bit of recovery there.
All right, good stuff.
Now Hobie, because he's a priest of Revel, I think he doesn't have the standard powers that a priest does.
I can use an action to heal damage equal to my healing rate. I can. Did I do that already? Revel's Blessing. I choose to gain 1 insanity. When I use this talent, I cannot use it again until I complete rest.
I don't think you have yet, because I don't think Hobie got terribly beaten up. I mean on reviewing the things, I may be wrong there, but I don't think that.
Healing rate's 5. Let's say he does it this time.
Okay.
All right, and that's done.
Okay, so use that ability.
And do that. Do that. Use it 13 minus 5 is 8. He said. Booyah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well those guys aren't too bad. It's only Malar is pretty beat up. Suppose she could have a healing potion from somebody, right? She's used her own, I think, once, didn't she already?
Oh, just a reminder too, that Mad Gods, the reason that Revel's Blessing allows you to gain the insanity, because when you gain insanity, and you make a you become frightened for a number of rounds equal to your insanity score, like for whatever your insanity score is. But instead of being frightened, you make attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 boon for as long as you would have been frightened.
So he's the opposite of that.
Yeah, so that's Mad God's Laughter. So instead of being disadvantaged by it and suffering a bane, you're getting a boon to all attack rolls and challenge rolls when you gain.
I don't have to worry about my insanity after a certain point.
Well, you can basically dump insanity to take a quirk.
Right.
You go mad if it exceeds your, I think it's your will.
All right.
Let me double check that to make sure. Okay, I was reading those earlier this week again, but okay, so yeah, if your insanity total reaches your will score, you go mad. When you go mad, remove the frightened affliction and roll 1d20, and then something crazy happens, and then you reduce your insanity total by 1d6 plus your will modifiers. So, and then it's on, basically it's things like you could rage, or you could be confused, you could be sickened, like vomiting, you could die. Yeah. That's how you reduce it. Is you just reach a certain point and then you go crazy. There might be a spells that reduce it as well. I don't remember, but okay. So those things are still hammering away at the door.
We're doing a little better now. Maybe while we want to, what are we thinking as a group here? What is Eric going to do? Should we try to finish this off? I mean, we're all getting a little weaker here. Should we try to, or maybe find our way back out and come back, live to fight another day and come back later, or finish this off? What do we think?
How are you guys in terms of resources right now?
Well, we're slowly we're about halfway through our spells.
You are in the middle of. Remember, you're like 2 days into the woods as well, too, to the deep woods. So, and those woods, from what you remember, are full of beastmen as well, too, because you recall them hearing the beastmen howling in the woods and they're drumming their drums. That's why they thought it was just beastmen going and stealing this guy's pigs, and it turns out it was these bloody bones instead from this open thing. So, you could try and go out there, but I mean that might be a situation of fire, frying pan to the fire.
Right. We're between a rock and a hard place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why doesn't Hobie try doing his fade, and then so where he goes invisible, and then go into the other room with his dark vision to see what's going on?
Like downstairs?
Yeah, to the next room.
Down the okay. So remember, the next room, it goes out, and then it seems to like there's a corridor that extends down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and spend your mana if you're using that.
So it's just 1 point, or what is it? It's a spell level.
Fade. What is it? It's 1 plus whatever the rank of the spell is.
Right.
So if it's rank 2,
once it's 2.
And what is the reading? How long does fade keep you invisible?
I can't change.
Just taking a look.
Yeah, for some reason.
You can't change his who?
His mana usage. For some reason, Hobie.
Let's see here.
Weird.
Fade. Okay, you're trying to add how many?
The effect ends if I use an action or a triggered action.
How many points are you adding to Hobie?
1 minute. 2.
2. Did you change and hit enter? You got to hit enter right before you click out.
It wasn't letting me. No, I can't. Now it's not bringing up his numbers at all. Oh, there we go. No, I can't change it for some reason. I can click on his health, but I can't click on his.
Hold up, I'll just do the same thing I did before. Boom and boom. How's that? Try now.
It's all right. You can just do it.
That's weird.
I can't get it. I know. That's weird.
Because you just did that too, right? Like you just.
I did just change it. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at your magic and see how fade works. Duration 1 minute. You become hidden for the duration. And what is, shit? I was thinking when I was walking to Emmy this morning, I was thinking I was going to print off the sheet with all the conditions on it, so I could stop looking it up. And it doesn't have hidden. Where is it's in the? There's hidden kingdoms. That's not helpful. Hi, sweetie. You're able to move now.
I can move him around the room. He's doing laps.
Nice. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Revenants need to stay in shape.
Heck yeah. Rigor mortis will set in.
We get really stiff, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just say it's effectively invisible because I think that invisibility may have the same phrasing. Illusion, we'll see here. No, invisible is something different. Invisible is invisible. Hidden is. Well, invisible isn't a condition either. It's weird that they would have use that phrasing though. We'll just use it as if it's invisible for now, because I'm not going to spend, any more time looking it up. Okay, so all right, so here's where let me just reposition you. So what happens is that you fall down. Everyone else sort of like listening and just banging away. Hobie goes around, and again, it's those the walls have the same kind of bizarre angry fey on human violence thing, or
Theme.
what do you call it? Yeah,
Fan human violence.
violence. Yeah, and so you're winding around, and then it winds out and down, and you sort of keep going down, and the air is very, very still down here, and then you reach the bottom, and it opens up into this. So you are here, and you walk down, and there's this empty room.
Interesting.
And what you can see is there are chains that are strapped to the wall that you. I'm not sure you could see because you have dark vision, so you're able to see at least something in here. Do you want to touch the chains and try and figure out what, or do you want to touch the chains, I suppose, at all, or they're metal of some kind? But
right, maybe he won't touch the chains.
Okay.
What else do I see? Just a room full of chains. That's it.
It's a room full of chains. Yeah.
And there's nothing in here.
Although as you step in, the chains seem to they all start rattling.
I step out.
Okay.
But do I see anything else in the room at all? Are there any creatures or anything like that?
Just make a will check for me too.
Check.
I think you're out of range of the scabbard, so no boon, no banes, but no boons either.
Mm-hmm. Will. Rock and Will.
That's a fail. So you are frightened.
Boom. So that means I get a boon on my attack roll.
You do. For
3 rounds.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So add one insanity as well. Okay, so yeah, these chains are all sort of rattling, and the chains as if they've come up and they're sort of like rattling towards you.
Yeah, right. Okay. Interesting. I'm a revenant, man. I'm not human anymore.
But otherwise, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, and so those whispers that we heard, they seem to they don't belong to anybody.
No, only Millar heard that.
Oh.
Only Millar heard those whispers.
You're right. And are there any chests or anything in there I can see?
There is in the center. There is a chest.
Oh. All right, he'll go back up the stairs, back to the kid gang, and tell them what's going on.
Okay. So he walks back into the light. I'll move you down here. Boom. And you let everyone know. And Eric, his ears kind of perk up. He says, "Wait, there was a chest."
Mm,
and you mentioned the chains rattling. What do you guys make of that?
I guess as a group, we proceed down there, and we'll be led by Junus and Millar, and then Hobie and Eric can take the rear.
Okay. Let me, Junus, Millar, and Hobie. Okay, so let me just position you guys as you're walking into that room. So Hobie's going to be in the rear, and Junus will be in the front. Millar, front as well. Eric maybe insists on Millar because she's been Emmy, careful.
Yes.
Careful, sweetie. Yes, what's that? You hear puppy? Okay, so that's where you guys are positioned.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the you can see that there is those chains, and
but going already.
So that is what Eric and Junus and Hobie sees.
Okay.
What Millar sees, I'm going to need her to make. Now, this is going to be for terror. So this will be 1d6 insanity if she fails this. And remember, everyone's got fortune again. Oh, you know what I'll do to track fortune is I'm just going to put a yellow token. So fortune, and fortune. Okay, so remember that fortune is something that can be spent to re-roll. She can go ahead and make a will check for me, please. And then I'll describe what you see there.
Any bonuses?
She gets a boon because of the scabbard. Okay, no, honey. Yeah, settle down.
23.
Nice. So she is apparently made of sterner stuff than I suspected, at least. What she sees is that those chains actually hold like horribly emaciated fey beings whose eyes have been gouged out. But like this, it's old wounds, so they've healed over. But there's still flecks of blood in them. Like whenever. Come on, lie down. You're knocking shit over. Good girl. Yes, no. Oh, Annie, god damn it. Okay, go over. Go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, lie down. Okay. Honey, sit. Emmy, come on. Sit. Emmy. Come on. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so the what she sees is these emaciated fae that are chained into there, and they're struggling to because they can hear someone, I guess. And there's the cries and moans and wailing is what she's hearing. Is these things chained in? The blood looks like it's dried, however many centuries ago, without ever having been wiped off. And they're all, their gums are all emaciated and thin. And you can see each of them has a slightly different little fae feature, as you would expect with the fae, where one of them has feathers for hair instead of hair, and one of them has like a tail that like all emaciated and matted fur down the back. One of them has a third eye, which has also been gouged out. They're
never human, these things.
No, they are fae. You would I think you would know this. You would guess that they may have been elves at some point. It's just that they, if they've been however long they've been chained down here, and the whole room is basically lined. The whole circular room is lined with them, all in there, and they're all.
Now Millar speaks. What's her language? She speaks Fae.
Yep.
What else does she speak? What are her languages? Doesn't say.
I think Fae is Elven in this game. That's the language of the Fae.
Okay. She's gonna say to the guys. She's gonna mention that look, there are spirits in those chains. I might be able to try to talk to one of them. Using my occult knowledge. Okay. That's what she's saying to them. So she might just try doing that. Okay.
So for the rest of the guys, you can't see anything. Millar tells you this, and you're just like, there's nothing. There's it's not empty things rattling. Eric kind of shakes his head knowingly and is like, that's why. So it's just curious that you could see them, but we cannot.
My experience in the realm of the occult is deeper than my years might suggest.
But Eric just kind of leaves it at that. But why don't you make a perception check for Millar for me?
It's receiving. Boons Banes?
Oh, honey, you just broke it.
Boons Banes?
No boons or banes.
19. No.
Nice. So Eric seems to have he's trying to conceal it from you, but he seems to have some suspicions from you. And you've probably had this before when people have come close to guessing that you're a changeling, not a dwarf. But yeah, he sort of, seems suspicious of you. Okay, so go ahead and move Millar in if you'd like. Okay. So
the one closest to the edge there, so sort of
stay
out of range.
And it's wailing away as well in pain. And what are you going to say?
I'll say to it, can you hear me, for starters? Where do you come from?
Make a, let's see here. I think it would be. I think that would be an intellect check. Do you have any professions that you think that might be that might assist in counseling? This thing has been locked down here. Was presumably mentally damaged before it was ever locked down here, and then I'm not sure that being in this condition has improved its lot.
Aside from being Fey and being able to sound like some sort of kin, she doesn't really have any skill sets that might help.
Yeah, I think that it just happened to be another Fey is not something that necessarily helps. So I think it'll just be a raw intellect check then.
Kapow. 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 No, come on.
Yeah, this thing is just irretrievably mad.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
What if I reach up towards one of its arms as if to try to unshackle one of the arms?
Okay.
Yeah.
You start reaching up towards one of the arms, and can you make a perception check with a boon for me, please?
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. So just because of having lived as a dwarf for so long and masquerading successfully as someone around so much metal, right? You start reaching up, and then out of instinct, you sort of take the moment to stop and look at the metal, and it's cold iron. That's chained all of these things in.
Of course it is.
So strip them of whatever magical abilities they may have as well too. So and given the few times when you've touched cold iron too, you imagine it's causing pain as well too. It's like pressing bare flesh against metal that's sat out in 30 below weather. So it's just a shudder kind of goes through your whole body, thinking of just that these things have been down here for however that long, and just in such excruciating pain. You can see in the center as well, there's a chest that's lying there, and with your perception roll was really quite good. There are footsteps in there, which are in the dust on the floor, which look relatively recent as well too, as if the chest had been brought in here not long ago.
Yeah. Do I see any connections between the chest and the walls or anything like that?
Make it a cult.
I do detect magic, don't I?
Do you? That sounds like something.
Sense magic?
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's a magician ability.
Yeah. There's ongoing magical effects in the area. At what points they originate through daily casting. Let's do it.
Okay. When we are not through daily casting, it counts as a rank 0, I think. So just take 1 mana.
1 point, right.
Okay. So you what do you call it? You cast that, and you're sort of like, well, you tell me, what does it look like when you cast what does the magic look like to you? Is there?
I can see the auras, right? Like the auras come to life in the more vibrant colors.
Okay. So it's almost an overwhelming kaleidoscopic sensation of colors, because the whole thing is just like, this is just reeks of magic. There's tons of very old primordial fey magic that permeates this place. The chest itself, it looks like there is some kind of enchantment on it as well. But in the chest itself, you would guess from the magic is probably of fey manufacture as well. Probably made crafted from wood that was felled in the fey, and then crafted from some kind. One of the things you notice is that that sort of tweaks it as being that is it has brass, or rather copper. No, copper would be too light. I guess bronze fittings on it. Is that right? Or brass? No, bronze, I think. Okay, so it's bronze fittings and a lock on there, not steel or iron.
Okay, well, I mentioned to the gang, is it possible, do you think, for anyone to get in there without getting attacked by these fey things on the wall?
They're not going anywhere. Their legs are shackled. Their arms are shackled.
All right. Well, I'll mention this to the game, and with the assumption that Eric at some point is going to want to go in there and examine the chest.
He certainly does.
But I would forewarn him and say you might want to check for traps everywhere. The room is filled with magic.
Okay. So why don't you click open Eric for me and make a
access to stuff.
I think you do now.
I see bio and info, and that's it.
If you click on, but you're not able to click on the character sheet.
I don't have a character, but I forget that.
Did I not save it?
What are they called? The character sheet I don't have. Yeah, I just have the bio and info, which is just a picture.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just didn't save it. Okay, click on it now.
Let's close it. Eric. The Viking. There we go. Character sheet. All right.
Okay. So make a perception check, and because of burglar and grave robber, I'll give him a boon from one of those.
Let's see. I've also got.
Oh, he's also got trickery. which gives him he can use once per round to get another boon.
Okay, we'll use that. And that's just to check the room as opposed to the chest? Or checking all of it?
That's checking all of it. That's it.
Okay. Well, I could also give him Foretell by Millar, which would give him another 3 boons on his.
So 6 boons. I mean, remember that
6 boons? Is that what you get?
Well, no, you have 5 in total.
Yeah,
because 2 from 1 from trickery, 1 from his profession, and then 3 more. There is a point where it's diminished returns on it because you're the boons. More boons is great because you have a better chance of rolling a 6, but it's they don't add together.
Right. Okay, so perception, you say?
Yep.
With 2 boons.
Okay.
Eric, here you go, buddy. Come on, man. It's the money. It's your time to shine, bud.
Ooh, nice.
Boom.
He also has a sense of how to break the enchantment on it.
Oh.
So what if you're going to let him proceed in there?
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and move him up, and then to
Hesitant.
basically where that little marking is in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, he dies.
Ah.
No, I'm kidding. So there's the chest there, and then what he does, he walks up to it and he pulls out this dagger that you have not seen before too, and it's got a dull, like non-reflective kind of metal. It seems a little oily.
A butt dagger.
Sorry,
A butt dagger.
a butt dagger. No, it's a dagger of cold iron,
Oh, okay.
and he what do you call it? He uses that to sort of like scrape across the surface, and
That's smart.
if Milars is looking, she can see the enchantment sort of flickers and dies.
Ah.
And he uses that in connection with his he pulls out this little folio of leather and rolls it out on the ground, and it's got his lockpicks in there. And he pulls them out, and then he goes to work on the chest, and it pops, and he pushes it open. And inside there is a lush silk lining. Chest is about maybe yay big, yay tall, and the Emmy, my goodness, big sissy, you're an attention whore, yeah. It has a couple of objects inside. So would you please roll a d20 for me?
For Eric?
Yep.
Already?
Anyone actually. Just I'm gonna get you to roll a couple times.
D20?
Yeah. So leave the dice roller open.
Oh, that's not a dice roller. Let's see what I get out there. And D20.
Okay.
Is that
Okay. There is a. Oh, I want you to roll again.
I know.
And then 3 times actually in total.
Ugh. Going up.
No, that's fine.
And 11. 11 through 11.
Okay. So the first item is a scroll,
Ooh.
and it's a scroll that is wound by a piece of still green or like a blade. Yeah, blade of still green grass, and the paper itself is vellum. So it's I think vellum is the one that's made of pigskin or calf skin. So it's you pick it out very gently and so is that. Go ahead and make 3 d20 rolls again.
All right. Nice. Boom. 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 1953.
Nice. Okay.
It's the year that Harold Innes died. Or 52.
There is a crossbow in there as well too, which has the markings of some very fine, like what we would call Celtic style knots and stuff along the side of it too. Very fine craftsmanship, polished, quite bright, and there are what do you call it? A quiver of bolts in there as well too, of 6 bolts.
Right.
Looks quite nice, and if Millar is looking, it is enchanted as well.
Boom.
Okay, and then once you roll that one more time.
3 d20s. A kapow. Look at that. 12, 16, 17.
Okay, 12, 16, 17. Nice. So 16 and 17. Okay, interesting. Okay, so here's what the final item is. Is actually a crystal ball.
Yeah.
And it seems to what do you call it? It's cradled in a there is like a what do you call it? Ropes, I guess, or like some kind of yarn stitching or whatnot. Very, very fine work that goes around, so as if and then there's a little handle that rests on the side, a wooden handle, as if you could pick this thing up and then it hangs down in that yarn, and there's the crystal ball in there. So there's the crystal ball, there is the crossbow, and there is the scroll.
Do we have the ability to examine them to try to figure out what they are?
You can, yeah. What's the Yes. Okay. So what they are, this is fucking cool. So here's one of the things why I really love this game and running is the sheer randomness of stuff and how there's some weird, sometimes just some cool happenstance.
Right.
It's cool in old school games when you would be like an old school D&D where there's the random magic items and you would find shit that at immediate view would not be useful, but then you would find use for it because like it's my goddamn magic item. I'm going to make sure this is useful. Are you losing power? Okay. So the first one, when you look at it, you have to hand it to Malar. I think she's got occult, so you can untie the strand of things and just go ahead and make an occult challenge for me. So it's a 1d20 plus just target number 10 plus 1 boon.
And do I have to make one of these rolls for each of the items?
You may. It depends.
Okay.
On what do you call it? This one is something you do need to read, so it would.
It's a little different. All right. She could do Epiphany, but I guess we can always wait. All right, D20. Here we go. Boom. Nice.
Okay, so you've already, you don't need to roll your boon. You've already succeeded. So what this is it is an enchantment, and what this does is where the heck was it? I'm just gonna check your first set of rolls here. Oh yeah, you rolled a 3, I think. No, that's not right. You rolled, let's see here, an 11. Yes, okay. So what this is that it is a basically a fey enchantment. What you can do is you can use it, and then for one day, whenever you attempt to climb, you make this, so you gain a boon on the strength challenge roll.
Oh,
yeah.
Climbing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and it is like once you use it, it'll be gone. But you can,
It works for a day though.
It works for a full day. Yeah. So you can read that. So that's the scroll, and you carefully roll that the vellum scroll back together and tie it up with the blade of grass. The grass is way tougher than you would expect it to be as well too. It's like ribbon.
Good grass.
Yeah.
High quality grass.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the second item, the crossbow. Mm-hmm. It's a very fine crafted crossbow, and taking it in your hands, what this thing allows you to do is it is basically what has a name,
mm-hmm.
And the name is. So where does it say? Hi. Oops. Hi. The name will be. Let's see here. Spell arrow, and what it is basically as once per day, you can use a triggered action when you make an attack roll with a spell that you cast to grant 1 boon on that roll.
The crossbow does that.
Crossbow does that. So it's a crossbow, and then once per day you can use it to augment. You cannot use you have to be holding it in order to get that benefit. But if you've got it in your hands, yeah, you gain that as a benefit.
And it's probably just about as difficult to use as a pistol, I imagine. You have to spin around.
I think that you already know how to use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the crossbow actually, I think, does more damage than. Oh no, the pistol does more damage, and the crossbow requires reloading as well.
Well, maybe Hobie could use that. Can Hobie use it?
Hobie could, yeah, absolutely. Because actually, Hobie only has that sling right now as well.
Sling, so it's
Okay. The crossbow does. Let's see here.
1d6 plus 2.
There you go.
I'm guessing.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Actually, crossbow does 2d6.
Boom. Check it out.
So the crossbow actually requires 2 hands. It does as much damage as a pistol. It just takes 2 hands. It actually has a better range than a pistol. It's got a long range. So it's 100 yards.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. So
accurate range.
yeah. So actually, like that's same reload thing, but I mean that the crossbow for Millar, if because she seems because I mean she seems to do more magical attacks than what Millar or does that Hobie does.
Yeah.
So maybe like that would be a good sort of opening thing, and then as things close, she could always switch to the other thing.
Yeah. Or I think maybe Hobie could have it because Hobie does cast a lot of spells.
Sure.
And he needs a weapon that does some damage, so it'd be
Yeah, and that'd be great. Yeah. Okay, so Hobie's got a. Do you want to add that weapon in? Do you remember how to add to your character sheet? At the bottom there should be a little thing to tick on.
Just add.
Yep.
Weapon name.
Okay, so what information do you need?
They call it a fine crossbow.
Yep.
Magic crossbow.
It's a spell arrow.
Magic crossbow.
Whatever, magic crossbow works.
Damage.
Spell arrow is also not the best fucking name I've come up with ever.
I said your name, is it? All right.
Let's do spell arrow.
Spell arrow. Damage.
Okay, damage is 2d6.
Got
Range is long.
long. Where's that at? Do I pretend?
I'll open up Hobie's character sheet and take a look. I did not know at present. Let's see, so at
It's
the
pretty minimalistic.
magic crossbow, yeah, there's nothing to add. And then a mod is Dex or agility. If you
It's
drop down menu there.
Is that a drop down menu?
Yeah.
That's it. I see a garbage can and a move menu.
Here, I'll do it for you. Boom. There you go. Magic crossbow's ready.
Hey. Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, so so let's. I'm just going to take that for a quick spin here. Make sure it works. Beauty.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Hobie has has that. Now the final thing was the crystal ball.
Yes.
So you pick that up, and you look through. And do you remember the town that you were from? I remember was called Crossings. And in Crossings, the reason that, or the thing that really makes Crossings stand out from other towns is there are. Bear with me a moment. Actually, I can. All right, no, you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long or tall white fey buildings that were the spires. The what do they call them here? The fairy spires. There are 6 slender towers, each exactly 33 yards tall. What you're looking through is almost like a snow globe, and you can see the 6 spires there, and then you can see the there are other cities in the realm that have these spires in them, but you can tell it's because it's, remember, Crossings is right on the water as well.
Right.
Remember, Millar used to be or not Millar, Hobie used to be a fisherman.
Yeah.
Right. So you're looking out, you can see the water sort of stretching out behind it too. It's so strange. It's almost, you can see it like it's real. And you get the sense that what you can do with this is
make it snow.
You and really, it's like the world ends. No, you what do you call it? You can you and then up to 5 other people can once per day teleport there. Yeah. And again, that's so like I picked the location for it, but that's what the fucking thing does is it's a random location.
She is.
Yeah. So that's the random item you rolled. So that's something that you're able to do as well.
Wow. Okay.
Now, it doesn't allow you to teleport back from what you can tell, but it does seem to be to that area.
Shitballs. That's quite the ability.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. And what's at that place?
Crossings is your hometown. And that's where you're from.
Portal. All right. All funky doodly. Okay, well, she's pretty stoked. She explains that to the game.
Yep.
They're all sort of mulling that over. Like, interesting. Millar's also going to have a look around the room and see if she can read the murals at all. See if she can get any information out of this place.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing more that you can gain out of it other than what you've figured out so far. That this, again, like this place seems to be a jail or a madhouse or some kind of, or even just a place just to throw, broken things, I guess.
Right.
Because that's what like the bloody bones would make sense in that. Yeah, they're all immortal too. Like it's as if they couldn't bring it upon themselves to actually kill these things, but rather than that, they just inflicted this on them.
All right. And now, what's our mission here again overall? What did we go into the woods to look for again? First,
you initially went. Yeah, there was the merchant from. What you're doing right now is, remember the girl who you were trying to help rescue, that girl who was kidnapped,
right?
And then she disappeared through that Fey gate,
right?
And initially, her father thought you guys were full of shit, so he paid you guys, but then was like basically made your life a living hell for a couple months,
right?
And then what he did was he found out that the girl's boyfriend was actually involved in some kind of Fey-related cult,
right? And
that he had intentionally let her get kidnapped and used as a vessel for for whatever it was that went into her.
Right.
Hobie remembers it being like a manifestation of the fairy queen of Titania.
Right.
And
possessed, right?
Yeah, like as if it was a fraction or an avatar or a fraction of her essence went into her.
Right.
So when you reported that to him, he wanted you to follow up on more information about the Fae.
Right.
And that's why he hired Eric, because Eric is apparently an expert in that. He has some kind of connection. Eric hasn't been terribly forthcoming about why he is necessarily interested in this, but he seems to be interested in finding more out about this Fae and finding access to the Fae realm. And that's sort of what you came here for. He had heard that there was apparently cult activity. Oh no, it was because he captured the boyfriend. He figured out that, the boyfriend's the one who sold her out. So he had him, questioned aggressively. And that's when he ratted out that they had some kind of plan involving this town that you guys went to. Mm-hmm. You guys came to this little podunk town. That crazy farmer was trying to hire you to help out. Hey, Emmy, no. That was Farmer Hannah, I think. Emmy. You went there, and then you sort of followed the trail of the bloody bones, because Millar and Eric both knew that those bloody bones were some kind of degenerate Fae. They weren't necessarily they weren't connected to beastmen whatsoever, which is what the townsfolk thought was going on in the woods. Oh, the beastmen, every couple of seasons they come down and they cause havoc and blah blah blah. It's nothing. It's just the usual. You guys went out and found out, well, no, it's not, and then you found this prison. So you've been going into this prison to try and find what the cultists wanted down here, and also what. And you found, I think, we haven't found anything else yet because you went straight here.
Right.
Yeah.
But we did go into, because we were just exploring the woods to see what we could find.
Oh, you found that cave as well too. I forgot. Hold up. Remember you found that cave with the first session that Jeff played, and in that cave. You found a skinless human corpse, shredded clothing, a pouch containing 4 copper pennies, a map of the woods with an X marking this spot. Right. Yeah, that's right.
And there was another door going the other way in that room that led down here, right?
Yes, there's 2 other doors. When you went into here, there were 2 other doors.
Well, we have our way out, it would appear. Well, we're running a little short on resources, but we're not without resources. But we'd have to go through and fight our way back through those monsters at the gate. Now, I have a plan for that. Now, first of all, though, I would like Millar and Junus to do something. I was wondering if Millar's going to ask Junus if he's strong enough to maybe just try to break one of the shackles on one of the hands of one of the Fae here, just to see what the reaction is. I'm thinking about maybe letting them go if they're not going to try to kill us or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Junus is quite strong, I think. So, I mean, if he's not able to pull it off, he could always just, hack one of them, I think, and get it. There may be enchantments hold. Well, no, actually, if it's cold iron, actually, then it's really just going to be raw strength because the Fate magic would do nothing against that cold iron.
Right.
So, yeah, you probably could quite, as long as you can pull the thing out of the wall, it would be no different than something of made by my mortals.
Right.
So he probably could do that. In terms of letting them go, though, why don't you make a intellect challenge for Millar and you'll get a boon for that. What are Hobie's professions again?
They are 11. Hobie has got Spelunker, Spy, Tracker, Pilgrim, Carouser.
Well, I'll let him make an intellect check with a boon as well, based on Pilgrim. Emmy, hey, that's enough.
7.
Emmy, stop it. Yeah, come on. Watch out. She's going to go barreling past. Hi. Yes, I know. There's neighbors. We have neighbors.
What? Neighbors?
What's going on? They must be taking their dog out.
Mm.
Look at that razor focus, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Totally. Lock on.
Get him, sweetie. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and make that. Oh, he did not roll well.
He didn't roll. She got 11. He got 7.
Okay. So, you know what? I mean, as much as you want to hope, there may be some kind of remedy for these things that you're not aware of. At this stage, though, the Fae can be mercurial and capricious at the best of times too. A mad Fae with who knows what powers that are being held at bay by the cold iron. Remember the Beanshi that you fought at the beginning there? The woman with the old woman with the washcloths too. You think of that, but that's a similarly damaged Fae. Right.
Yeah, just a mad Fae. All right. But these ones we can't see, and also
Millar. Yeah, no one else can see. Millar can.
But are they real? Can you hit them with a normal weapon, or are they sort of ephemeral? Or
are you going to try and well again, like whatever magic powers or Fae powers they may have are likely held in check by the cold iron.
Right. What I mean is, what if we just wanted to kill them, put them out of their misery?
Eric has that cold iron knife. You could take that and do that if you'd like.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Millar's the only one who can see them. So you meticulously go around doing that, and then I think that as you do that, the magic that was keeping them hidden allows them to appear. So it's this creepy thing of her kind of struggling, and then and then this thing sort of like shudders, and then as soon as it stops moving, the chains kind of go limp, and then this desiccated corpse appears. What you do is I will let Millar recover 1 insanity as a result of that. I think that is probably something that is soothing to her conscience.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good play too. Okay, so she puts all those things to rest. As you do that, Eric just says, what is it? Sorry, I want to make sure the curse is right because they have a specific kind of faith. The honored dead, he says, and it's kind of a dwarven, blasphemy.
What they were before was blasphemy?
No. Eric is just cursing. He's saying the dwarven equivalent of oh my God. Okay. So honored dead. So you go ahead and do that. He looks a little, peculiar or a little curious at hand it to you. And when he hands you the knife, he first says,
I'll put my gloves on, right? So.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You always wear your gloves.
Yeah.
So he says, so there's a slippery blade. You sure you don't want to take those gloves off?
Nah, we're talking about gloves help.
Okay. So you take it, and you go about your grim work. Okay. So those things are all dead. So,
anything else to be seen in this room here?
not that you can tell, no. This just seems to be and in total, I think there's probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, or 14, 16, 18. It's probably like 36 of them all around.
That's a lot of work, all right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the meantime, Eric wants to check our secret doors just to be sure.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception and burglar check. So you get a boon from burglar.
Boom. 13.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing in here. You don't have your cold iron knife. So maybe there's some fey trickery, but Millar seemed to be, when she used her detect magic, anytime she uses her powers, it's obvious that magic is being used. So it doesn't seem like there's anything there. So.
Well, I guess we got to make our way back up to the doors. I mean, we're still here. There's the X marks a spot. We got some cool shit, but there might be some other stuff. Do we have a way to open those other doors that we were aware of?
You've never. What happened is you tried to open this door and it opened up, and then you saw that stuff in there, and then you went in.
Okay.
So you're not sure what.
All right. Well, I could have. I was actually thinking about releasing the Fae towards those other creatures, but there's some other tricks we can pull if we want to try to get through one last time to one of those other doors. Even though we're running out of energy, but we do have our escape plan, so there's that, right?
You did face the Bloody Bones before too. Or you fought 2 of them before too,
right.
and like they're vicious and they have savagely sharp claws, like surgical precision sharp claws. But that's really the extent of the abilities that they've manifested so far.
Plus, we could set up a little situation for them when we open the door, if they're still there. Hobie could throw down his couple of things. He could throw down his what's it called?
Just very happy. I'm going to move you back to the other room here.
Ward of the Land and his Binding Strike.
Okay.
So if we were going to do that, I would put Hobie up here.
Oh, hold on. Annie, back
Who could it be?
Annie, back up. Hey, honey. I know. Hey, settle down. Settle down. Hey, back up. Annie, back up.
So on the Ward of the Land, which is where I become a world surrounded by thickets, and then I get a bunch of boons, and anyone else gets a bunch of saves. So that's.
Stay. Oh, you stay. Hey, get back. Come on, sit. Hey, sit.
Minutes.
I know. Hey. Oh, hey, back up. Back up. Okay, right. This is my face. I mean, no. Oh, Jimmy. My goodness. What do you smell? What do you smell? What do you smell? Yes. Okay. Something good. Okay. All right. I know. Hey, calm down. Go on. Yes, I know. So Andy is terribly excited.
I can see that.
Because I think that so this is interesting.
Oh, part of me. Oh,
Yeah. So
What'd you order now?
for those listening at home, I think that what this is turned into an impromptu unboxing thing. I think this is my Savage Rifts books.
Let's check the mailbag.
Check the mailbag.
Dungeon Musings.
Okay,
It's mail
Hey,
from
give us
Dungeon Musings.
all right, sweetie. Another UPS bag, another UPS bag, and another UPS
You're a
bag.
bag of bags. Well,
Fuck yeah! Woo! Look at that.
what do we have?
Savage Rifts.
Oh, very nice.
So we have all the Savage Rifts books in now. Hell yeah. That is fucking cool. And
You do have a fantastic library.
my DM screen too.
One of these days, you're going to have to donate your library of books to some institution.
Yeah, really gaming books for it. Well, that's fucking great. Super cool. Yeah, this is we'll talk about this afterwards, but this is something I have been looking forward to getting, and these are fucking beautiful. Look at these things.
Yeah, those are gorgeous books as always.
Look at that. Holy shit.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah, it's cool. I haven't talked about Rift yet, but in any event, I won't get distracted by something shiny here. You want to sniff the box? All right. Yes, good girl.
very nice.
That is fucking dope. Wow.
Okay, so
Sweet. Okay.
Shape Earth, Disguise, Ward of the Land, Binding Strike.
All right. So hold on. I'm going to take a look at these spells so I can figure out was is was. All right. Up you go, sweetie.
Malar's going to shape Earth into the figure of a person.
Okay.
Hobie can disguise it to make it really resemble a person. Then he's going to cast War of the Land, which creates difficult terrain everywhere, gives him boons and everyone else bans.
How long does it last for War of Land?
War of the Land lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Shape Earth lasts indefinitely, and Disguise lasts an hour.
Okay.
So Shape Earth first, Disguise second. So that we've got a figure standing in front of the door that looks human,
I love it.
and then we've got a bunch of traps set for anything that comes through the door. And then Eric can hide in the
So the
shadows.
trap is what? Is the War
Well,
of
the
Land?
trap is the War of the Land, which was difficult terrain and gives everybody. Let's see here.
Bane on the attacks, I think.
When you are immobilized this way, you have a +1 bonus to defense, and against creatures in the area, I make attack rolls with 2 boons. In addition, thick, twisting growth spreads across the area, making it difficult terrain.
Yeah, Warden is in.
But then, if I use my Binding Strike, I make an attack with the weapon. I can roll with 1 boon, and I can substitute Will in a place that I would normally use. And then, in addition to taking normal damage, the target becomes immobilized when I hit it. A creature immobilized in this way has to use a strength roll
Okay, so Hobie's got to be immobilized in order to.
to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go like this. So put Eric on one side of the door, hidden in shadows, like
Okay.
maybe like so, if that works.
Okay. Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
him here. Put a fake thing right there behind the door.
Okay.
Malar can stand back with their guns and whatnot, and then Junis can stand perhaps on the other side of the door, like so.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we've got a lovely little sort of.
And where's the fake person?
The fake person will be boom right behind the door.
Okay.
And then the area will be all around Hobie, which is a 3-yard radius.
Okay.
Centered on a point I can reach. So I may as well put it.
Okay. So it becomes difficult terrain for everyone then,
I can just.
and you make attack rolls with 2 boons. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering if it was going to affect your guys. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and spend your mana as appropriate,
So I have 1, 2.
and then sorry.
3.
So I don't. Is Hobie can't quite reach the.
I put the 3 on Hobie. I still can't put the
Oh, you still can't do it. Okay. That's,
3.
here to hold. I want to.
And Malar.
Hold up. Controlled by character settings.
They're still there, I assume. Do we still hear them?
Oh yes, yeah. They're still. So how much mana does he use?
He used 3.
3.
She
Okay.
uses 1. Oh, and maybe she'll throw down a bolt thrower too. Why not?
Let me just double check here.
'Cause we're trying to save energy here. That's pretty cool.
Hello, sweetie. I know you were very excited.
Yeah, why does she throw down a bolt thrower too? Just finish these things off nice and fast. Don't take any damage. I like that idea.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And
So-
how many do we hear? Do we know how many we hear out there?
Well, actually, if you ask Malar saw 2 come right on the corner, and at least 1
Okay.
got to her. Okay, so yeah, so your hope is that they're going to suck up a first round of attacks, on this
Right?
thing.
And then
Okay.
he'll use his boon. He'll use his attack to root one in spot. Maybe we don't need the bolt thrower.
Okay. Well, his attack. Just remember, it's got to be within his range.
Right?
So if you've got that thing in front of him,
So it's not a range 2 then.
no.
So maybe he should be just to the side then, because he can do that.
Yeah.
And
And then what that? Yeah. And then it's hope that one attacks one and one attacks another.
right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And then what would Eric do? He can hide in the shadows behind the figure. And if the figure gets destroyed, he's what is
Then
it?
he jumps in. If you like, yeah.
And does that-
Does Eric have any ranged?
good question. He's got a staff, a small sword. Not really.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? He can use in one of the attacks you could do. Remember, there's the guarded attacks. There's the reckless attacks.
Right.
One of them allows you to extend your reach.
Yeah.
It is you take a boon or a bane to the roll, and then you have basically like you can reach 1 more square. It is called lunging attack, I think. Yeah, lunging attack.
Yeah. Okay.
In the by the rules, for those listening at home, rules as written, it's only 1 yard, but I'm just going to say it's 1 square. That's fine. Okay. So what would you like to do?
All right. Well,
So that's everything's good to go here.
Set our traps.
Okay. Everyone spent their spells and whatnot. Okay. And then who? So set what your. I'll set for Eric. He's going to do a slow action, and then he's going to wait until after the enemies go. Your adversaries are going with slow actions.
Hobie's doesn't need to move. He can have a quick action. He'll hit the first thing he sees.
Okay.
And then I guess the same thing is true of Gene.
Remember, quick actions go before slow actions, though. So if the creatures,
wait for them to come in.
yeah, you can hold your action to just be to go act after them if you'd like.
Sure. Well, yeah, we have to open the door anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And Millar.
And then Millar will, it's a sort of shoot on sight kind of thing, right? But,
Yeah. So do a slow turn.
So everyone's doing a slow turn. I can what? I've got 2 Millars. No, I don't. What's going on? Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Slow. Good.
Great. Okay. So the who is going to throw the door open then?
I guess. Maybe a hidden Eric will open the door and then slide behind the figure.
Yep. Make let's see here. His professions again.
Grave robber. Nice.
Burglar. I'll let him use burglar as a. Yeah, I'm assuming that there's some like diving for cover kind of stuff in that. So make it a agility check. Plus 1 boon for burglar. Quite sweet.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. So he's not. He unfortunately is going to be. Oof. He has that fortune if you want to spend it to reroll. Otherwise, he's going to be basically in front of the. He throws it open and kind of spazzes out and doesn't make.
Let's reroll it. So
Okay.
Fortunate it is. Come on. 1 boon. Time to party. Oh, fuck off.
Oof, that just was not to be. So he is unfortunately effectively right here when the door is thrown open. Okay, so the door is thrown open. Let me go to the correct layer here. Oops, wrong one. So you hit it and looks like they're waiting there.
Yeah, we tried.
All right, so the first one is going to if you're letting them go first, they use their move to jump in, and they will each attack. So the first one is going to attack Hobie, and he's got unfortunately no Banes on it. So let's see here.
He has. Hold on. I have a +1 bonus to defense, and if I cast, I have to hit Binding Strike.
Sorry, not Hobie. Eric.
Okay, sorry.
Eric. Yeah, okay. So and he hits with 2, so he takes an extra D6 points of damage, and he becomes impaired for 1 round. So he is going to take the pain of these things slashing across his back is going to give him +1 boon on all things. So I need to roll 3d6 here. 3d6. I don't think plus anything. Oop. Yeah, no, plus nothing.
I rolled
Okay.
1 twice in a row. No shit. All right.
9 points of damage for Eric. So let's see here.
Oh no, he's got lots of. So
9,
that's,
6, 15. Got it. Okay. All right. So he is, and actually, let me just move these bloody bones to the back here so that you guys are on top. Okay. So the first one attacks him. The second one attacks Eric or Hobie rather. And let's see here. Does Hobie? Is there any?
+1
Banes?
defense at the moment.
Okay. So just keep track of that. Any?
These are Banes from this at the moment. No, they've got it's difficult terrain for them.
Yeah. So just they move
And
half.
I make attack roll to 2 boons, and I have a +1 bonus to defense.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Boom. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 5 points of damage. Just slashes at you, close to flaying as well too. So these things move just blindingly fast and seem to be perpetually soaked with congealing blood. Okay, so now it's all you guys get to go. So
First of all, we'll go with.
Unfortunately, Eric is already gone, so he's sort of he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, Judas can make an attack from there against the Bloody Bones, but I'm going to give him one boon one bane because of the. I don't think he's sort of fighting around the corner of the door.
Sure.
But yeah, so who would like to go next? Millar, Hobie, or Junis?
Hobie will go next.
Okay, so I'll mark the guys off who have gone here.
And he's going to do a binding strike on the one in the middle of right in front of Eric there, or in the middle of the doorway.
Okay.
And that will, on a successful attack.
And that costs you 1 mana, right?
Sorry?
1 mana?
That is actually 2.
2 mana, okay.
And then I make the attack roll with 1 boon, and I can substitute will. I'm also going to use bless.
Okay.
And then the target, if I hit, he gets normal damage, immobilized, and that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Go give him shit.
All right, so I get 2 boons on that bad boy.
Okay.
Where are we here? Main page.
So you start laughing, like maniacally calling out to Revel.
Revel! This is for you, big guy. All right, battle axe, 2 boons. And oh wait, what am I talking about? Plus I get 2 more boons because they're in the Ward of the Land. 4 boons on that.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll cast Bless then on Junis for 3 boons for himself, and then 1 Bless on Junis. Okay, good. 3
Can
boons.
he do that with his bless?
The blessing, I think you can put it on anyone. Rebel's blessing, use an action. Prayer. Me or a creature within short range makes an attack roll. I can use a triggered action to grant 1 boon.
Yes, so it's a triggered action you need to use for it then.
So I'll wait till he does it.
Yeah.
Okay. So battle axe, 3 boons.
Okay.
Boom.
Ooh, over 20. Do you have anything that happens over 20?
With his battle axe?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We'll look that up.
Emmy.
It would say right on his abilities, wouldn't it? Or would it say we're over 20? Mad God's Laughter. 1d3 turnover turns. No, I don't think so, right?
Okay.
All right. And then damage, 1d6 plus 2. Now, wait, do I get. Where am I the bonuses from that? Fighting strike, substitute will. I forgot to substitute will. That's right. Creature mobilized. So he's immobilized, the one in the middle.
Yep.
And that's it. So damage.
Oh, no, we did net. Okay. And go ahead and roll damage.
All right. A damage. Get out.
Nice. Okay, so you hit this thing, and once you hit, so there's a discharge of magical energy, and from the floor, there's vines that kind of go up and wrap around this thing's legs.
Right.
You know, kind of.
It's actually one next to Junis.
The other one? Okay, hold up. Okay, and then who's next?
All right, boom, and then Junis will go next, and he'll do his guarded guile hit. So he gets, plus he's got a blessing, so that's 3 boons, 2 banes is what I'm counting for this.
Okay.
All right, Junis. Super attack. Here we go. Saber. 3 boons, 2 banes.
Yep.
Rock and roll, baby.
Here we go.
Pow!
Ooh, that is not good enough. Remember, these things are quite nimble, so it sort of sees, like, just out of the corner of its eye you, and ducks out of the way as your saber swings and miffs. You do have that fortune point if you want to.
I do attack.
I don't know if you want to blow it now, but
Gosh, yeah, maybe we'll hang on to that. I don't like that, but maybe we'll hang on to it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, for a more desperate situation. All right. Then Millar, I guess, will take a shot.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else she wants to cast. A bolt thrower. I wonder if she's going to do bolt thrower now, just because we're at that. 20 plus is 1 plus, an extra d6 damage. Nice.
So what's she going to do?
Maybe she'll just chuck down her bolt thrower, and which creates a size 1 crossbow turret. The turret has defense 5, health equal to intellect. It lasts for the duration until destroyed. 1 minute. At the end of each round, the turret fires at one target creature within long range, makes an intellect attack against the target's defense. Takes 2d6 damage plus 1d6 over 20.
So what do you think?
Or she's going to shoot. Maybe you should take one shot first.
Okay. All right, I think it knocks prone if you with your arcane wrench. Is that what you're thinking about using?
No, it's the turret. It was a bolt thrower.
No, I'm thinking. But if you're thinking of just attacking instead, the arcane wrench doesn't that give you what do you call it?
That's true. Just get a knockdown if
On 20 over.
Right. It is true. Intellect against the target's defense. Caltrops.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Oh, against it. So what's do I think it'd be better against their agility or against their defense than an attack?
Against their agility and defense. You are not sure. You fought these things before. Well, you know what? Why don't you make a perception check for me? Let's see whether you noticed whether.
First eating. 13.
Yeah, so it's past the challenge of 10. So these things are they seem to rely on their speed for their defense. So yeah, you'd guess it's probably around the same.
Okay. Let's we'll prone. Hey. Okay, let's do it. We'll do magic wrench.
Okay.
And say it's one of the dice. All right, and then I roll my. How do I roll? My intellect again? For magic?
You roll your intellect, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for Malar.
All right. She doesn't get any bonuses again.
Which one is she attacking?
The one in the middle there.
The net.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No boons, no banes, right?
Yeah.
Wow, 3. Nice work there.
Eesh.
Nice work, Chief.
She has a
It's
fortune.
not usual, like 3 1s and 4 rolls. Yeah.
You are not having a lot of.
I'm good on my perception checks, not good on the fighting checks.
Okay, so you what do you call it? You cast so once again the spell on this what do you call it? These arcane gears and cogs and stuff go flying past this thing, but does not connect with it. It's just writhing all over, trying to get free of these vines and casing its legs. I think that's the end for everyone, then, isn't it?
That's the end of the round.
Okay, so I'll take all the tokens off everybody here, and go ahead and declare what your whether you're fast or slow. I'm going to be doing fast actions for these guys because
I'm doing fast actions for most of my guys, although Eric wants to get away, so he's going to do actually slow action.
Eric, actually, you know what? Let me control Eric as an NPC, just so you got one less guy to worry about, because he actually can do he's got an ability that's effectively like he attacks and moves at the same time. And
nice.
Yeah, he makes a move and he attacks during one time, so he could lash at this thing and then like dive behind.
Great, get behind the statue, which is right.
That's right. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, do you want him to do that first?
Yes, let's.
Okay. So
why not? Yeah.
So he'll use his trickery to use his skirmish ability. You can use an action to move up to half your speed. Movement does not trigger free attacks, which is great for moving away from these things. During your move, you can make an attack. You make the attack with 1 Bane, but the attack does 1d6 extra damage. So he's making an attack against this thing with 1 Boon and 1 Bane. And another Bane because of his pain for the round. So 1 Boon, or rather 1 Bane. So 2 Banes. He's still a hit. Nice. So he slashes back at that thing, does 5 points of damage, but does an extra d6 because of the what do you call it? Because of his trickery, and an extra d6 because it was a skirmish. Okay. So 15 points of damage to that thing. Whoa!
Nice.
Yeah. So it's now up to that was.
Make that work. All right.
So the he reaches back and. What are we doing here? He slashes at this thing and he cuts really fucking deep, like through the chest, so that vicious black ichor starts coming out of its chest, and it kind of gurgling because he's effectively hewed it from like here up to here. And then he moves half his move, so he'll just dive basically for cover here, here behind the thing. So. Okay, so that was Eric's gone. Who would like to go next?
Let's go with Junis next. Why not?
Okay.
And he's going to same move as last time, and he's going to get a blessing from Hobie as well.
Okay.
All right.
So you got one Bane because of the angle.
Right, and then one Bane because of the guarded strike.
Yep.
And then 2 boons for his thing, and 1 for blessing.
Yep.
Kablam. 3 boons. All right, Judas. Time to earn your keep, buddy. Bam.
Ooh, just good enough.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
All right. And then the damage. And where do we find, like, because of his abilities, he gets a plus D6.
Yeah, that's why there's 2d6 listed on the thing. Yeah.
Oh, 11.
Nice. So how does that thing die?
So Junis takes his saber, and the thing's already cut in half.
Yeah.
So it just like he's chopping wood, he aims right for the same crack, and then
Yeah.
finishes it off. It's
Awesome. Yeah, so it splits and falls down in a bloody heap.
Noise.
Okay, so that's Junus's turn. Who'd like to go next?
I guess Hobie will go next.
Okay.
And he will go for a nice straight up shot at Buddy right beside him.
Okay.
And he just gets plus 2 boons and plus 1 bonus to defense. That's it.
Yep. So there's no banes to that. He does get because the warding or the warding circle. How much?
2 boons. Yeah.
2 boons. Okay. And he's using his blessing as well.
He will put his blessing on Judas, so he just gets 2.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
2 boons, no banes or 1 bane?
Just no banes at all.
Boom, boom, shalaka. How you like that?
Ooh, nice.
26.
Good hit. Okay. And then go ahead and roll damage.
Fucking bonus. All right, damage. Kablam, 5. Eat it.
Nice. Okay. So this thing, it's an axe you use, right?
Yes. Is it axe? Yes. I thought it was a pick. Whatever.
Oh, it is a pick. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
battle axe, I'm sorry.
Is it that last? Okay. So you bring your axe down against this thing or its side. You sort of cut it or catch it right in the ribs, and it snarls at you. You still have one more hero to go before the remaining bloody bones goes.
Millar's gonna fire a gun at this thing.
Okay.
All right.
Nice, sweetie. Come on, I know that's
Just a
exciting.
straight up shot. Hey. All right, here we go. Boom, boom. Suck up. 18, yo. How you like them apples?
Nice, well done. Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. And then,
So it'll be 2d6 with the pistol.
yeah, 6 points down.
Blam, blam, blam. Okay, so this what do you call it? She sort of is watching the scrum between the two. Maybe after hitting with the battle axe, Hobie hammers him with his shield. He staggers back, and then you're like, boom, and take your shot. Hits it right in the shoulder. So there's just gristle and bone, and ichor goes spraying out from the side. This thing's not pleased with the way this is going. It's been waiting to get at you guys for a good hour now. So it leaps forward at Eric, heedless of, or not Eric, at Hobie, heedless of its own defense. So it's making a reckless attack, which means it has 3 boons. Do I have any banes?
I
don't think so, eh? Okay. 27.
That will hit.
Okay, so he, what do you call it? While you knocked him back, you left yourself open. So it leaps in, and then just from like the side of your face down, there's another with surgical precision opens up your flesh, and you take. Let's see here, it's 3d6. So let me get it here.
Cast even. I do have +1 to defense. Not that it makes a damn difference.
Yeah, no, against 27, unfortunately. And you will be okay. You only take 7 points of damage though.
All right.
So you do take. You are impaired though. The pain from that is excruciating.
Right.
So you will be taking 1 boon or 1 bane to all of your actions until the start of your or to the end of your next turn.
All right.
Okay, so that was it for the bloody bones. Next round, it's taking another quick turn or fast turn. So declare fast or slow turns.
I guess we better go with the fast. All right, fast. Blam, fast. Hit it. What's up, Millar? Just give me the,
Eric's gonna be fast as
just
well.
give me the cold shoulder again here. Come on, Millar. Fast. Go back. Wow. And she already shot a weapon. Okay, he's going to take a fast as well. I think everyone's going to go fast on this. And Judas is probably going to do a lunging attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which of the heroes wants to go first?
Let's go with Junis with a blessed lunging attack.
Okay, so he'll have 1 Bane on that attack, but he will get an extra boon because the Bloody Bones did a reckless attack.
Right. Okay. So that's let's see, 2 for his regular, then 1 for the
2. Why 2 boons for the regular?
because his regular skill gives him 2 boons. Is he for swashbuckler?
Oh, Well, so that's when he spends a triggered action to.
combat feint. Because I'm doing
Yeah, so he has to spend his triggered action to do that. Just remember, because triggered action is what you use to do tax of opportunity as well, too.
okay.
Right? So if you use your triggered action, that's all your triggered actions. That means no tax of opportunity. That won't really matter at this point, I don't think.
Oh, I see.
But-
so wait, a triggered because a combat feint is a triggered action.
Yes.
So you don't get attack of opportunity.
Exactly. Well, each
So I can
each
choose
round you get what do you call it? Each round you have an action. If you take if you take a fast turn, you get just an action, which can be used for a move. You still get a triggered action, but you only get 1 of those per round.
Okay.
On a slow turn, you get a move and an action, and then also a triggered action. But your triggered action is what you use to do your attacks of opportunity. So I'm just saying it may not matter for the purpose of this fight, but just remember that if you do that, if you're doing your feint and doing that, this thing could step away and you couldn't take a attack of opportunity against it.
Oh,
Because you've used up your triggered action already.
All right.
Yeah. Again, won't matter for this one. Just I want to reinforce that as a concept for the game.
Sure.
Okay. So
I think he'll do a combat feint because he
Yep.
gets a 1 bane against him if anyone attacks him. So
Okay.
we'll do that lunging attack. So
Yep.
that's 2 boons. So just 2 boons then.
2 boons. 1 from the Bloody Bones and then 1 from you.
Yes.
Or do you get a boon? Or you got
Well,
one?
I get a boon because of my ability set. Then I get a boon for my feint.
What do you mean your ability set?
Just because I'm a swashbuckler, I get a +1 boon. A boon to my
To all your attacks?
yeah, I believe so. Combat prowess. Deal 1d6 extra damage. No. Okay. Why did I think I
Combat prowess, maybe you do 26 extra damage.
charisma? No, it's charisma.
I think it's only feint.
Also, it's just the 1.
Yeah, you get an extra dice of damage on your
Right.
weapons. So,
Why did I think that? No.
okay. So you have then 1. If Hobie wants to use his triggered
Yeah.
action
Yeah, we'll do that.
to give you the blessings, I don't think you use it on yours, right?
2 boons, 1 bane. Then yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here we go. Come on, rock and roll. Oh, fuck you. 13.
Yeah, that is not good enough.
All right.
Okay. So then, who would like to go next? Hobie's gone.
Hobie.
Oh, wait, Hobie has not gone this round.
Okay. Fade, misdirect. This disguise. So you could just fade. What fun is that? Attack this little shit.
Mhm.
All right. Battle axe. 2 boons. 3 boons because of the 2 boons for the aura, the woods, and then
yeah.
1 for the. All right, here we go. Hit. Shit, fuck.
Oh, not good. Okay, so unfortunately, does not. He does have a fortune point if you want to spend that.
Somebody should spend a fortune point sooner or later. He doesn't do a ton of damage though. Yeah. It will hit if I use a fortune point. I know that, so I will do it again.
Sounds good.
Screw it. 3. 25.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the shit. Okay,
And then 7 damage. Cloud.
nice. Okay, so that seemed to do. That was another really great, solid hit. Even though it cut you, blood is still like running down your grayed, pallid face. And you and swing at this thing, and it catches it sort of like solid right where on the other side of the shoulder, not where it was shot last time. So it staggers to the side, angry with you. You still have 2 heroes to go. We have Eric and we have Millar. Why don't you do Millar first, and I'll do Eric afterwards.
Do it.
Actually, you can do Eric afterwards. I'll help you with what he can do. So I think what he'll do is he'll do another skirmish. He'll leap in and try and stab this thing to prevent it from taking Hobie down. Hobie's looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, he is. Okay, well, she's going to use. I guess she's going to go with that magic wrench again.
Okay,
Yeah. Do it.
spend your mana.
Spend my mana. Me. Yep.
There you go.
Thing I take it. Millar. And then intellect.
Nice,
No
sweetie.
boons, eh? No.
All right, honey. Yeah, you settle down.
No boons, hey?
There's one. It still is
Oh, right.
suffering from the things. So you get one boon because of the reckless attack.
Boom! Natural 20. Thumbs up.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so and that means with the wrench, it's knocked down.
That's right. Yes.
Right, so
and it's impaired, actually. No, it's already knocked down.
No, it's not knocked down yet.
Make it until it's on success. The target takes 1d6 damage and falls prone. Roll 20 plus. Impaired 1 round.
Ooh, sweet. So it gets a bane on all its attacks, and if it's attacking when prone, it's gonna have another bane. So go ahead and roll damage.
1d6 plus 1. Where's my dice one looking here? 1d6 plus 1. Rock and roll.
Nice.
7, honey.
Max. Oh, actually, that kills it.
Yay!
So this thing, the what do you call it? You cast your pistol aside, and then you once again chant the arcane language or the arcane words that you've memorized so so carefully. And again, the stream of gears goes flying out of this thing, and it just splinters this thing's head open, and it falls down dead.
Boom, son.
Okay.
All right.
So that was with those things down. It appears that the all you can hear is the heavy breathing of all of you guys and the sound coming from Junus's scabbard.
Soft singing, the light, easy listening music of the scabbard. All right,
So
well, we go
moving
back
there.
into the room to look at the other doors.
Okay, so I'm just going to go to the washroom very quickly, and then I will. We will come back and continue.
You guys in here?
Do you want anything while I'm out, Steve?
No.
Water or
No.
more coffee?
Is there any more coffee?
There is no more, but I can make more.
No, that's all right. I've had lots. I might have tea in a bit, though.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. Well, the best laid plans. Still here, beaten up, but still here. What does the home audience think? Do we pull a plug on this? Bring up spells? I can't tell if Emmy's like a woman where she pouts if you don't give her what she wants.
Yeah, well, she stares when she's not getting, but she's a good girl, aren't you? You're so excited to see our neighbor. She's trying to push her away when it was my neighbor. They had delivered my that package to the wrong mailbox.
Oh.
But they've got a dog next door too, and they've met Emmy before. When she's at her worst.
Right.
But they're dog owners too, so they sort of get her loopiness. But Emmy was trying to poke her head out through the door. Goofball. You're an escape artist, hey? Escape artist, sweetie. Okay, so
All right. So we're back in the
So there, yes, you are. So there are those two other doors. And remember, this is that room with the big red glowing kind of crystal thing in the center, and then there's those weird markings all over the door. And as you walk out, the sound of the singing scabbard is hitting Junus, and you can't help but look up again at that giant serpentine creature that is also on your scabbard. It's just chewing its flat jaws down, killing these humans. So you sort of look up and
And we don't know what that crystal is for.
not sure what the crystal's for. No.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think you've examined it. Actually, I don't believe that you've ever spared it any thoughts.
Let's have Millar have a good look at it.
Okay, so she gets in close, and I'll give you 2 boons to the roll. Make an occult challenge.
Noise, that would be intellect?
Yeah, and then just let's see what she can see.
Kablam, 16.
16. Okay. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, so like between your Fey background, your arcane training, and your arcane senses, you would guess that this is maybe sort of like a focus of some kind that would draw on the power of the Fey and perhaps fuel to serve as a fuel for some of the binding spells. So it's possible that this is the thing that is driving the all the wards and whatever else to keep this place functioning or sealed.
Okay, excellent. All right, let's have Eric examine one of the doors. Maybe this door first, and see
Sure.
what we can hear and see.
All three doors leading out of this room are identical, actually. They all appear to be the same kind of, big, heavy oak doors with the same stoic, guarded elven figures on them, or not guarded, armored elven figures on them that stand in stark contrast to the rest of the just the madness on the inside of this room. But they are indistinguishable from each other.
All right, can you hear anything through the door?
Go ahead and make a perception challenge.
Or is he
He gets one bane because of the scabbard.
Okay.
But I'll give him one boon because of burglar.
Virgo's got to listen to the house they're robbing. 9.
Can't hear anything in there.
Yeah.
At least not over the sound of that scabbard.
All right, and he doesn't say if there's any traps or anything like that.
No.
All right, let's have Junus move up, and let's have him open the door.
Okay, give me one sec here. I'm just gonna double check. I've got something down on here that. Oh, I do. Boy, I like when I anticipate my shit. Okay, so what you one sec here. What you see. So Junus is gonna go up and he's just gonna throw the door open.
Maybe slowly and look through.
Okay, so he opens it up, and there's nothing immediately on the other side. But let me reveal. Let's see one thing. Let me reveal here. So it goes bum, 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 bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
So what happens is that it goes down. You see from the light cast from Millar's torch.
Mhm.
Oops, wrong there. It goes down, and it seems that the walls seem to be going down, and then at the end there seems to be like a mass of fungal growth that seems to block the hallway.
Hmm.
Like it's piles of like if you heaped up a what do you call it, a compost heap and then let other fungi grow on it. That's what you would have.
Okay, interesting.
Mhm.
Very good. All right. What does everyone? Anyone spot anything or make anything of it?
Why doesn't Hobie make a intellect check, and I'll give him a boon from spelunking.
Intellecting. Boon. 19.
Nice. Yeah, that's maybe it's a growth of some kind or something like that. But like he can see that the walls seem to like go behind this. This just seems to be wedged into the majority of the hallway, and it's either you can't quite see. Maybe you can actually go over this thing because remember in the last quarter you went through, there were those big roots and stuff like that were going down. This seems to have more of an earthen ceiling to it. As if it's being held up by magic or of some kind or whatever. There's no support struts or anything, but you look like you could maybe crawl over that thing into whatever the next room is.
All right. Let's see if Hobie or rather
Hold your horses. So everyone's gonna be walking down together.
yeah. Well, first of all, everyone's going to reload.
Okay.
And then Hobie's going to pull out his crossbow.
Okay.
And consider using that.
Okay.
And then I guess Junus is going to walk down the hallway.
Okay.
And he's going to go sort of up to where the obstacle is and have a little look-see. Now maybe Eric should have a look and see if he sees anything.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to make you,
Okay.
because you started moving everyone down,
Right.
you're committing to that. So I'm just going to place where you guys were. You said Hobie was keeping his distance with his crossbow. He's going up to help inspect as well. She's going down. What happens is as you get to about there, you're walking down, the whole compost thing kind of seems to shudder. You all sort of stop, and then this thing starts like moving or roiling or something, and then it seems to slowly rear up. And let me see. I'm pretty sure I loaded. Did I load a hand out of this? Yes, I did. Excellent. A+ for me. So this is what rears up. As it stands, there are. You realize that it's got a rough humanoid shape, and there are cords or tentacles or maybe just vines hanging down from its head, and a horrific mouth seems to open that's made of like hardened mushrooms that calls, and this is what it looks like.
Zoinks.
That fills the hallway.
Okay.
So I need you to declare, let me quickly make an adjustment to the map here, and then declare for your guys fast or slow turns.
Shit. All right. And it's right in front of me, right?
It is right in front of you, yeah. What am I doing here? Oh, you know what? I think it's on the... Oh, that's why am I not able to access that? Oh, there we go.
Fungal beast.
Boom. And let me move this thing. I'll go to the GM info layer. There we go. That's what stands up. It is going to take a slow turn. Okay. So yeah, and let's see here. It is not, oddly enough, it is not terrifying or horrifying. It's just baffling, I think, more than anything. All right. So what? Everyone's taking quick actions.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
All right. Let's take a look here. All right, Hobie. Hobie thinks he might try
Zoom in a bit here.
a will-o-wisp.
Ooh, interesting. So what does that do?
Sheds light in 2-yard radius. Each creature within medium range of it that can see it must get a success on a will challenge roll or become beguiled by the flame.
Okay.
Now that's everybody, is it?
What kind of teams do I see?
That stuff last night was pretty nice.
The berry stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, so what do you need to do to cast that?
Pick a point in space with medium range, concentrate 1 minute, a football diameter flickering flame appears at the target point and remains for the duration. What if I tell everyone else? I can't tell them to close their eyes, can I?
Not and expect them to follow those instructions, I imagine.
Right. Now, each creature within medium range of it, so that's everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that's not the greatest.
These confined quarters, maybe not.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to cast Misdirect on him.
Okay, what does that do?
Intellect attack roll against a target's perception. On a success, the target makes attack rolls of 1 bane for 1 minute.
Okay. And is there any sight involved with that one?
I
think so, right?
Sight? I don't think so.
Yeah, the other one said it had to see it. Oh, it's because this thing's got no eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's it's a good choice to not go will-o-wisp because it would not have been terribly effective against this.
Nice.
Okay. So who's up first then?
All right. Well, Hobie's going to cast Misdirect.
Okay. And remember, he has Spell Arrow now, so he can. I'm gonna have to think up of a new name for that between now and next, because that's just the worst fucking name.
Okay.
Spell Arrow is like the most pragmatic. Like, you know, I'm gonna call that whatever. You know. Okay. So so once per day, you can use that to get a boon on a spell attack roll. Okay. Since you have it in your hands anyway.
Right.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Rock and roll. Well, he's gonna cast. He's going to do attack roll against the target's perception.
Okay.
And you can't get any bonus. Oh, he can guess blessing on himself. He'll do that.
Okay.
And it's an intellect roll because his intellect sucks. All right, but with 1 bad boom. Rock and roll. 12.
What is he rolling against?
Perception.
Against his perception.
Yeah.
Then that is a hit. Yes.
That's what I thought, baby. All right. 1 bane for a minute, this thing, on all its rolls.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Well, that does no damage, right?
Does no damage.
Okay, so this thing sort of like shakes his head, and those big tentacles are lurching back and forth. This thing stands probably about like close to 11 feet tall. So it's just like looming over you guys. Okay. And who is up next? So that was Hobie.
All right. So then we're going to cast. Immobilize when it heals. The creature moves. The slower was when it heals down. The creature was slowed because immobilized. Enters this point. Creature enters the area. So the creature was already slowed. It becomes prone and mobile. Okay. She's gonna go with. This is bolt thrower time.
So can you tell me, read for me one more time, the what does misdirect do?
Misdirect is a bane on.
No, not what the effect is. Read the specific phrasing of it. I just want to see.
Misdirect. Make an intellect roll against the target's perception. On success, the target makes attack rolls of one bane while it is within short range of you for 1 minute.
Awesome. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't. It didn't impose a condition because this thing's immune to a bunch of conditions.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Nice. All right. What is Millar going to do? Is she going to go bolt thrower on this guy? Maybe. Except bolt thrower goes against target's defense, opposed to agility, which is with spike. Let's go Earth Spike.
Earth Spike. Okay.
It will attack against the target's agility.
Okay.
If I hit it, it falls over.
Nice.
No boons, no banes.
It falls over if this thing's bigger than you, so it will not fall over.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's got to be your size or smaller. I'm almost
Oh,
positive on that. Let me just double check.
Spike. All right.
Nope, I stand corrected. It falls prone.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Earth Spike. Spiking it. Here we go. And Hobie already blessed himself.
Yep.
So no boons, no banes, right?
No boons, no banes. No.
Earth Spike. 22 natural.
Nice.
Boom. Oh, and over 20. What happens? I like that. Degree of success. Earth Spike. Come on, baby. Plus 1d6 damage.
Nice. So roll 1d6. Or roll 2d6 damage. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Dice roller. Oh, no, I guess it's going to attack us now because we attacked it, but it was going to attack us anyways, right?
I guess we won't know. Guess we'll never know.
Boom! 3! Eat it!
3 damage. Okay.
And it's prone.
And it's prone. Okay. So it is wrench. All right. Okay, so that was Millar. We have Eric and Junis left.
Oh, my goodness. All right. What can Eric do? Like, is he out of range?
Eric does not really. He has that skirmish ability where you can move and attack and move.
Okay. Are we still in short range from 2 squares away?
Yeah. Short range is up to 25 yards, so that's 75 feet. Is that right?
Okay, well, we'll do a lunging strike with Junis and a feint. So 2 boons, 1 bane? Or one boon?
Say again?
He'll do a lunging strike. Lunging strike with the feint.
He could just do. Junis is?
Yeah. Or he's only got that range.
Yeah, he can do. Well, this thing's sightless. I'm not sure. It would be able to detect you, so that's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So it's one boon,
1 bane.
1 boon, 1 bane. That's right.
1. Rock and roll. 13.
Okay. So that does hit.
Nice.
And go ahead and roll damage.
10. What's up?
10. Nice. Okay. So what happens is as you hit this thing, like remember, it's kind of collapsed on the ground. So you like sort of leaping.
Yeah.
As soon as your sword cuts into this thing, there is this like gout of yellow. What do you call it? Yellow spores that just spray out. Unfortunately, you sort of like ducked in and you're like, we're out by the time we got there. But if anyone else enters that cloud, it doesn't look like it's gonna be terribly healthy.
Okay. Well, Eric's like I mean, Eric could see that. He's like, screw this. I'm out of here. He runs.
Okay,
But of course he can do that attack and run at the same time, can't he?
but he has to get into attack then.
Oh, I see. Yeah, let's not do that. We're just going to leave.
Okay.
I'm out of here. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so he runs back. Okay, so that is all the heroes. So the fungal Hulk will stagger to its feet, and it lumbers forward. Give me a sec here. I just want to see if there is a charge. He will be doing that. Actually, he might do a lunging attack on you instead, because he can do that. I'll do a lunging attack instead. I'll look up charge when it's your turn. Okay, so let me get the stats for this dude up. Yes. Okay, so he will have. There's no boons against attacking. Oh, he's got one from that misdirect.
One Bane, that's right. Yeah.
Or one Bane from the misdirect.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got one Bane from the lunging attack as well. So he's got 2 Banes
That's
in total.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how he does. Oop, back on here. Ooh, lucky. But he does get to do that twice.
Yeah.
So again and again. So one of those big, earthen things kind of crashes down and gets nowhere near where Junus is. And the second one, bam, hammers him. And he takes 13 points of damage.
Oh.
So it knocks him, almost back into where Hobie is, but he manages, because he's tough and metal and whatever, holds his ground. Okay, so that was the end of the round. Fungal Hulk is going to take a slow action again.
Okay. Then I guess let's see. I think Hobie is going to take a quick action. Sorry, he's going to take a slow action.
Did you do the 13 points of damage to Junus?
I did. Yeah, I thought I did. There, no, I did.
Okay.
He is going to take a quick action. And he's going to get the shit out of there. And then Hobie and Millar are going to both take slow actions. Well, I guess everyone can take a slow action, but there's nothing that Junus can do with a slow action if he's just going to run for it. Everyone's going to get out of there, and then Millar and Hobie are going to reload. That's the idea. They're just going to run out of the hallway as fast as they can go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think Hobie's speed is a 6. I think you're right. Yeah.
All right, and then Millar, and they will reload.
Okay.
And then
remember, slow actions, fast actions go first, then slow actions.
Right. Sorry.
So you can't move them out. Like if you're concerned about.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just looking ahead because we all go before the Shambling Hulk, right?
Yeah, you do, but you still have to. Like if Junus does something that triggers something from this thing,
Gotcha.
then it gets to they would still be there for that.
Right.
Okay, so what's Junus doing?
Junus is gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna park it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'll look up charge.
Okay. And then Hobie and Millar are gonna go behind them and reload.
All right.
And actually, Millar is gonna do something else. Sorry, she's not gonna reload. She's gonna cast Caltrops.
Okay. And what does that do?
That a circle on the ground with an area of 5-yard radius centered on a point with a medium range, duration 1 minute. Creature that enters must get a success on agility or take 1d6 plus 1 and becomes slowed. If the creature was already slowed, it becomes immobilized. If the creature removes or is immobilized, but it heals damage.
Okay.
And that costs 2 spell points. And she's what's 5 yards? She's gonna like put it in front of this thing. So it's like that.
Okay, so and what happened? Sorry, I was zoned out.
No problem. Creates a 5-yard radius centered on a point with a medium range, duration 1 minute. Creature that enters the area must get a success on agility, take 1d6 plus 1 damage, and become slowed.
Okay.
If it was already slowed this way, it falls prone.
Okay, and how big is the radius?
5-yard radius centered on a point with a medium range. So we'll go up to the doorway. We'll put the zone up to the door.
Up to the door. So 5-yard radius is
Wait.
15 feet, which is 3 squares.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put it in the middle then maybe. We'll put it like where will we put it? Maybe we'll put it like
You put it right, I mean, yeah, right there. Okay,
Yeah,
so let me just do this here. Boom, there's the caltrops.
nice. All right.
Okay, it's in the back. All right, so, oops, shit, fuck. Stop. I accidentally created a bunch of them. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, so that was, so has everyone gone now then?
Yeah.
And now what happens to the Fog of Hulk when it moves through there?
It has to make an agility roll. And if it
Ooh,
fails, then it takes damage and it's slowed.
it's slowed. Okay, so let's see here. It has to make an agility check. See, no boons, no banes. No, it fails, so it's slowed.
Nice.
And the slowed, before next session, I'm printing off the things. Slowed creature can only take a slow turn. Its speed is halved, and it cannot benefit from its speed. So it's already taken a slow turn. So its speed is halved, though, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. It moves, lumbering forward, and as soon as it hits that, its giant mouth kind of, and there's spittle and stuff that's flying out of its giant mouth. And I guess it'll make a double move because it just is not happy.
And it takes 5 damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Boom, 5 damage.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you what do you call this thing? It's tearing out bits of the of its body as it stalks along there. And that's the end of the round. Okay, so it is going to take another slow turn. Go ahead and mark whether you guys are taking slow or fast turns.
Let's take another slow turn here.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do? I guess he's just gonna go. That thing is a lot of damage. How beat up is it looking?
It is not. It's still like very much intact. And actually, every time it takes that step, oh, you know what?
What?
I don't think that. I want to check one thing here. I'm going to see if clockworks are living. Because if clockworks are not, let's see here. You're immune to disease and poison, so that's close enough to me to do that. Eric, however, as it's tearing out the bottom of its feet, more of those spores are exploding out.
Oh, shit.
So it's basically got this cloud of this shit that it's stalking as it's stalking towards you. Eric is going to be affected by that. He will take 2d6 of 2d6 of fungal damage. Takes 9 damage. I think he's actually might be down right now. Yep, he's only got 24 health.
That's 24.
So he's at he sort of, this thing comes up and he sort of, like, as you can sort of picture this is all happening simultaneously. You guys are going back and he sort of looks back as this thing is the caltrops come out and it begins streaming this cloud behind it and in front of it, and sort of as it reaches that door, there's a cloud that sort of gout that hits or follows him, hits him like a wave, and he I'm sorry, honey. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the concern. Yes. Yeah. Good girl. So he, sort of tries to turn it and run from this, and then falls to his knees and falls unconscious.
Karappa. All right. Time to bust out the big guns here.
All right. So that was the end of last turn. Now, slow for him. Eric is going to be rolling to see whether he's dead or not. So.
Okay. Everyone's taking slow turns. Now, June is. I found it. It's called weapon training. He does get a boon all the time.
Does he? Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're not crazy. Awesome.
Not totally. All right, and he's maximum 27 damage. He's getting there. What's he gonna do? Well, at least he doesn't get any damage from those spores. So I think
he does not get the damage from the spores. No.
Yeah. So he's gonna do the guarded feint. Right.
So a guarded feint, nice.
That's it. So he gets 3 boons, 2 boon. 1. No, I'm sorry. 1 Bane,
1 Bane from the Guard of Strike, yeah.
2 Boons.
And 2 Boons, yes. One from
Weapon Training and 1 from the Fate.
I think, yes.
Okay.
That Fate's a great combo.
It is, yeah. Okay, but everyone's doing slow action, so I can take my pick here. So let's take a look here. Is she going to do Bolt Thrower now because we need some help? I think maybe that's the case.
Hey, someone else, Emmy, that's enough, sweet. Hey.
Foretell Utility. That's not a triggered spell of divination.
Grab your coffee for a second. I'll swap you over here.
Sounds good.
I'll stick over here.
Yeah, she's going to throw down the Bolt Thrower.
Ooh, nice. So where's the bolt thrower going?
It's going to go right.
Is she moving as well, or?
Yeah, she's going to get out of the way. I think she's going to put the Bolt Thrower where she basically, well, right behind her. I think right there.
Okay.
And then she's going to move like, where she can still see the thing, but back a ways.
Okay. Let me have a. Let's see here. Check this out.
What?
Boom. There's your ballista. So you're putting it
Just in front of the crystal dingens.
like there?
I don't see it.
What level am I on? Object of tokens. You not see it in front of the crystal?
I do not see anything in front of the crystal.
Right.
Oh, wait, I see.
Right here?
No, I don't see anything. Well,
Where I'm like right next to that to where I'm pinging.
pay again? I don't
Let's see here.
anything here.
Okay. Wait, nothing. I don't know why that is. Let me I'm gonna move it to layers. I'll move it. Whoopsies. Hello. Book. Layer. Map layer. Can you see it now?
Now I see it. Yes, very nice.
Great.
I like. All
Okay.
right.
So I'll trust you know how that the rules for that function. So I'll let you. So Eric is getting. Oh no, Eric can't move because he's dying.
Eric is. Oh yeah. So is he still going to take damage from the spores?
If this thing continues to emit spores, then yes.
Oh shit.
Oh, you know what? Eric is entitled to a strength challenge roll. So, do dwarves give any kind of
You'd think, Constitution. Huh?
yeah robust half damage from poison? Is this poison though?
Spores. Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't call it's corrosion damage. So which means that
Oh, come on now.
Junus actually
Obi. Spores can't corrode. Oh.
corpse. Yeah, I think that's the very nemesis. I'm going to say for right now that Junus is not affected by it, but I may change because I didn't realize it was corrosive spores. I thought it was what do you call it? Poison spores.
Right.
I'm going to say you're unliving though because you're not.
Right.
Yeah, it says you cannot be turned into undead, so that strikes me as that you're not living, so that's fine. You don't take damage from the corrosive spores. But once you make a strength challenge roll for Eric, let's see if he can take 5 damage instead of all 9. He may actually still be
Come on,
conscious.
Eric. Strength damage roll. So a strength roll, right?
Just a strength challenge roll, yeah.
And then no boons because he's a.
No boons,
Dwarf?
and, no, because it's a corrosion, not poison.
Okay, well maybe Hobie will give him a boon.
With I think he used his triggered action last turn to give someone a bonus.
Oh,
I think he gave Junus a bonus, and it's not going to refresh until his turn. This was at the end of last turn. That's the bad downside of using your triggered action to do that. So
9.
9. So no. Okay. So yeah, it works out the way. 2.
2.
Yeah, 9 is what I rolled.
Oh my god.
2. So yeah, so he took the full 9. So he's down. Okay.
One. All right.
Now it is okay. So Millar is moving back there, dropping the thing, and then moving. What is Hobie and Junis doing? Junis taking a quick action. You said.
Junis. Well, was he going to take a slow one? I guess he's going.
So he's taking a quick turn. That means he goes before anyone else moves.
Right. I put both there. I thought there was a red on him. I didn't take the green off. So it
Oh,
was
he's doing a slow turn. Okay.
It's supposed to be a slow one.
Yeah.
I guess he's good. Well, actually, should Millar's turret shoot, or when do we do that?
You tell me.
Let's see here. Bolt thrower. The turret has defended lasts for the duration. At the end of each round, it fires once at the target. Okay. Junis. Junis is going to do his attack.
That's awesome. It's a fucking Torbjorn turret.
Did he already do an attack?
Junis?
Yeah.
No. Neither of you guys have attacked yet.
Okay. What's can he do?
Oh my god! If we kill Eric. Hey Jeff, by the way, we played without you, and your character's dead.
Yeah, right. That's not polite. Right.
No, it's unfortunate.
So wait a second. So he gets 2 boons and 1 bane again, right? For this, as we agreed. Whoops.
Because he's doing a guarded attack.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which will give 2 banes to the.
Big 2 banes. Yeah, that's right.
Come on, baby. 24 or
24 is a hit, and it's over 20. So go ahead.
Extra d6. All right. Bam. 11 plus another d6 damage.
Oh
Right?
shit.
What? Yeah. What? Is he just gonna kill Eric?
Well, you gash open a new hole on this thing. It takes 11 points of damage. So you definitely hurt this
more
thing.
now because it's also going to take another d6, right?
Yeah, right.
So 14 altogether.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, there's a series of strokes you get that just are really brutal. Cutting out giant or cutting giant gashes in this thing's what passes for flesh. Unfortunately, when you do that, more of this corrosive gas goes out, and you see Eric kind of, and then he goes still.
Can Hobie have a chance? Can Hobie have a chance to pull him out of the way?
Nope. Because that's the order you took things. So
Eric's dead.
Eric's dead.
Is he actually gone? Well, okay. All right.
This is the reality of Shadow of the Demon Lord, is that it is a brutal, merciless game.
It is.
Okay, so
Hobie's going to back up a little bit. And what's he going to cast? Drunkenness, Willow with Disguise, Binding Strike, Water. He actually doesn't have anything. He did reload, though, didn't he? Right?
Hobie?
Turn? Yeah.
Yes, you said he ran back and reloaded. Yeah.
That's right. Well, then.
I don't know if he needed to because he didn't actually shoot it yet. He used a spell. He used a spell the first round. He cast Misdirect.
Right. And then
he ran back.
He didn't do anything last round.
Nope.
No. I thought he was reloading. Okay. He didn't have any range stuff. Well, he's going to shoot the fucker. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right. Shooting. Magic crossbow. Here we go. And you can use it to do to recharge a spell. Sorry.
Once per day, you can use it to add a boon when you're attacking with a spell.
Boom when you're attacking with a spell.
Yeah.
And he hasn't used his blessing on anyone yet. No, he hasn't.
He has not used blessing this round. No.
All right, 1 boom.
Okay.
Boom. Boom. Rock and roll, honey. Oh, you little fucker.
Jeez. Actually, you know what? That's actually good enough. This thing's big and slow, so that's
nice.
You what do you call it? Fire this crossbow bolt at it and go ahead and roll damage.
5 points of damage.
Nice. This hits this thing. It is it's looking quite messed up right now.
All right. Good.
So that is probably a good thing. So it's merely more like there's bits of loose raw soil and compost and fungi that are just like sort of falling apart off this thing as it's moving through the cloud of yellow smoke or yellow corrosive gas. Okay, so for this thing's turn, I think it can. Is what June is trying to do is trying to like catch that thing in there.
Well, yeah, that's trying to be its target, so that it's kind of stuck there. It's not going to shove past. It would like.
Okay, because I'm just trying to think if it need. I don't know whether. Let me quickly see what size in like D&D and like a lot of other games. You have to large size things have to sort of squeeze past.
Right.
So I'm wondering whether it doesn't have the room to move past you or not.
Excuse me, perfect. I want to talk to these living creatures over here.
Okay. You know what? It's. I think it's just going to keep attacking him as it takes up that whole space. So I think if he's there, unless it does a like the pushing attack to try and move you out of the way, then it it won't be able to move. So it raises its big limbs up, and the first one comes crashing down. It has 2 banes on that attack, I think.
That's right, baby.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. 2. Whoa! First one comes crashing. Oh,
jeez! Come on, man!
Whoa! Wham! Hammers.
How did you 25 with 2? That added the d6s. Those are 2 boons you added.
No. I rolled a 5 on one.
Okay, it gets a plus
0. Plus. Yeah. I rolled a 5 on one of them.
D6K1. What happened there?
So I rolled a 20.
And I rolled a 2 minus 2, which equals 0. So those are you rolled 1 boon, 1 bane, no 2 banes.
No, I rolled 2 boons, 2 banes.
2 boons, 2 banes.
Yep. So you what do you call it? Got hammered and damage. Boom! Only 5 points. That's the first one. Second one, and such a sweep to, and I'll do this one as a pushing attack to try. So it's going to have 3 banes on it, but if it hits, it gets to push you the fuck out of the way and move into your square. Okay, and 3. Let's see how he does. Boom! Misses.
Nice.
So he hits. So it sort of sweeps in, and you, because of the, I guess it was putting so much effort behind this, you're easily able to just deke out of the way from this thing.
All right.
Okay, so that's the end of the turn. This turn, Fungal Hulk is still in the caltrop, so it's only taking slow actions or slow turns. So go ahead and declare. Oh, we make 1 attack with the crossing bolt.
Intellect attack.
Yep. For Millar against what? Against his defense?
I believe his defense, and he doesn't get any banes or anything, or does he for the pushing attack or anything?
No.
Okay. Bolt thrower.
Oh, hold up. When he, I think no, he doesn't get any banes to his. The only one that does that is Reckless.
Okay.
Reckless, you get a boon, but so does everyone else on your attack.
Okay. She gets. It's an intellect attack against defense, just straight up.
Okay.
Rock and roll. Did she not get any bonuses? No.
Nope.
Okay, come on, honey. Fuck you.
Oh shit!
Screw it. Now she's gonna reroll that with her fortune.
Fortune, okay.
But being a hoe.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Over 21 too.
Hey, so that's extra damage. Very nice.
Okay. What does your ballistae look like anyway?
So it's that's a good question. I mean, I guess it's sort of an ephemeral one, right? It's like a ghost.
It can be whatever you want. Like you're a technomancer, so you can say that it's like a Torbjorn style kind of, not like full high tech, but it could be a steampunky kind of cannon, or it can be an actual crossbow, like a ballistae that just moves on its own.
Yeah, so like there's some pieces that come out of her bag. There's some spectral parts to it.
Yeah,
and yeah, it looks like it's got some weird mechanics to it.
Cool. Okay.
Self-loading, right? And then it
So it goes together, and fires up at the Fungal Hulk
for 3d6 damage, baby. Let's do this.
Does it naturally need 2d6?
Natural 2d6.
That's awesome. So yeah.
I'll take it. Boom, boom. Come on, honey pie. Come on, honey pie. Boom, 14
Oh
damage.
my gosh. I think that, let's see here. Yes, that's enough.
Boom.
Okay, so this hits it and it basically blows a hole in the middle of it, and it sort of falls or rolls back and then just collapses basically onto where the caltrops were. I will just remove those for now. And it falls into a heap, so it looks like someone has emptied like a kind of stinky flower bed into not like the peat moss and whatever else into the whole thing. And there's an aura of that yellow corrosive liquid or gas that just billows around.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you guys.
Well, they stay out of the way, Hobie and Millar.
Yep.
Of that spore ship.
And Junis, where you are, you're looking. You look to the side and you see that the like there are little like pits in Eric's face where the corrosion has cut through it.
Yikes, flesh corrosion.
Yeah, he.
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric the Happy Thief. All right. Well, actually, Millar's going to leave that bolt thrower up for the full minute. Judas is going to have a little look-see down the hallway, see if it sees anything else.
Okay.
She'll throw him the torch.
So now that you've so he's got the torch with him. So he's got a torch with him. What is her? One sec here. I'm gonna check what the radius of the torch is. Oh, it's 115. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Junis has the radius of the torch right now. Yep.
Okay.
So he's go ahead and keep moving your guy down.
Okay, and he's listening. Does he hear anything?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me with a 1 boon or 1 bane rather.
Bane. Perception. No, that's not a strong suit anyway. She might have to do an eavesdrop. 4. I don't hear nothing.
Yep.
All right.
You stalk down, and no, you can't hear anything down at the.
Millar's going to eavesdrop. She's going to go as close as she can without getting spored.
Okay.
And then use her, and then look down the hallway and cast her eavesdrop spell.
Okay. Go ahead and spend your mana.
It's just 1, I think. It's checking.
Eavesdrop is out of which?
You can see within long range.
Okay.
No, that's as far as he can see, isn't it?
Yeah, and like it doesn't give you light, unfortunately. So it's not like.
Yeah. So I can't keep go. I can't go further.
You could, in theory, I guess, like toss a torch down there and then try and use eavesdrop to look around. But
that's why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Judas will chuck his torch.
Okay.
Let it burn. See what happens.
So he's not down there, but I'll just move him so
Sure.
you can see. That's what you see. Is there's a room, and then there are what that on the bottom there of the screen. That's where there are stairs leading up to something that you cannot see up to. It's still shrouded in shadow.
Okay. Millar will now eavesdrop.
Okay.
Cost of 1 point.
So you get that, and what you see from a little bit is eavesdrop is what kind of spell?
Hold on. It's
Does it say what
why can I not?
school it's from?
God, we're stupid. There we go. 13. I believe it's Fae.
Divination?
Divination. That's right.
Eavesdrop. Yeah. Okay. What doesn't see? But I sort of. Yeah. I don't think it manifests any kind of.
Visual.
No, like you have to concentrate on it, but I don't think it manifests any sort of like visual There's not like an ear or whatever else that shows up there. So you sort of extend your senses down, and you're looking around, and what you see is that there's that wall along the top there. Those 2 walls here, they're carved like they're the same stone as what the rest of the structure is like. But in here, it looks like there are little like holes like that big, maybe like for those at home, like about that big. And in those holes, it looks like there are eyeballs, like human eyeballs that are staring out blankly into.
Didn't we find some creatures that had their eyes taken out?
You did, yes. That was down in the.
That was those.
That was those fae.
All right. Well, she doesn't hear any movement or anything else down there.
No.
We have no Eric. All right. Well, Judas is going to move a little closer down there to have a look himself.
Okay. So he moves down, and once he gets to there, you sort of are, like you can only see as far as they are, and then you see what do you call it, that does Millar give him any warning of what she's seeing down there?
Yeah, she tells him that there's eyes in the wall.
Okay, so he goes down, and as you get there, each one of the eyes kind of goes and turns and looks at you, and you're looking around, and they're all kind of like. And as you move your torch along, you realize like the whole fucking wall is full of these things. And then you hear a popping sound. And you sort of look over and you hear from behind you. And you look back. And you look back. Just give me a second to set something up here.
Shit.
And let's see here. crawling towards you. Now, let me give you a quick view of what this thing looks like. Where are my handouts? There you go. Edit. Okay. Oops, can't be edited by all. This is what you see. It is effectively an eyeball that is walking on the optic nerves, or the remnants of the optic nerves. Bear with me one moment just to quickly look up and see what these. Well, what I'd like you to do is to set. We're now in initiative again, so set your guys into quick and slow actions, or fast and slow turns. And remember that you can move Hobie forward a little bit if you like, and you can move Millar forward a little bit, because I imagine they're probably at the door, sort of like peering down.
Right.
The corrosive fungi has cleared here.
Right.
So I think probably, you know what, just with I think that's too far forward. I think that they would stay back here.
Sure.
Just because from the way that they, like, how fucked up they are.
Right.
I'm just imagining that they're like, how is it down there? You know. Yeah, so he's taking a fast action. What are they taking, fast or slow?
She's because they already moved, right?
Yeah. All you can assume that all the those little eyeball things are taking slow slow actions.
Okay. Then I think they're close enough. I think she's going to take a quick action, and I think he's going to take a quick action. And I did leave the bolter up for a minute. Is that still
No, this is more than a minute later, I think.
All right.
Because
yeah, sure.
Yeah, because she would have. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah, take a second look around. All right. Well, Junus is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to run. Can he run?
That's effectively running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Millar is. Guess what? She's going to cast.
Neither of them knows what's happening.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to let the monsters go. Okay, no, they're surprised, which means they're taking no actions this turn, because they don't know what's happening.
The monsters.
Yeah, no, those two. The monsters
okay.
Are taking an action.
Okay.
So Judas is running down. He does it as a free action. He can scream something if you like.
There's walking eyeballs.
Okay.
Does Millar know anything about that?
So these things, I'm just checking the movement rate here. Okay, yeah, nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I need. Actually, I'm going to move them all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just like, you can picture, like, imagine a little swarm of mice, but instead of mice, it's fucking eyeballs on optic nerves, and they're making that sort of like, you know, flicking forward and dragging themselves forward as they're going. So it's along the surface of the thing here. Okay, so here's what I'm going to need is a bunch of agility. I need to make will attack rolls here. Okay, so let's see here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. 3 are going to attack Junus, and then 2 against Hobie, 2 against Millar.
Okay.
So let me just get them open here. Close that. Adversaries. All right. So.
Hey, wait a second, but so are they moving with? Oh yeah, because Millar and Hobie are moving in.
Yeah, and then Moose. Yeah, they don't get a turn this turn.
Right.
Because remember, that was we looked up last turn what the surprise condition was, and the surprise is you don't act this turn.
Right.
Okay, so they are going to, let's see here. This is going against. I'll do 3 against Junus first. This is against his agility.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1. Boom. Nope. Number 2. Is 11 hit his agility?
His agility is a 10.
Agility's a 10. Okay, so he hits him. And for something, yeah, Junus sort of like, oh, it staggers and hits the wall, and then staggers back 1 square. And then I'll do 1 more against his agility, or against his, his agility. Boom, boom. That's a miss. Okay, so I got 2 against Millar.
Mm-hmm.
So this is against her agility. Is 11 hit her agility?
10. Fuck.
Staggers forward. And then again, another one assails her will.
Will or agility?
Sorry, against agility.
Yeah, 10 is your agility.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then against Toby.
That's Toby's agility. Also not amazing, I don't think.
12.
10.
Okay, I'll roll the attack for the other one. And miss. So he only staggers 1 square forward. Whoa. Wait. Oh, sorry. Oh, I think I may have double clicked. Ignore that last one. Okay, so these things are, you sort of like make eye contact with them. And as you do that, your legs spasm and you jerk forward. So now we're going to do start of the next round. I will take slow actions with them as well this turn. You can feel free to do, whichever. Nice. Thought ahead. Okay. All right. So is everyone taking quick actions again of your guys?
They're all taking slow actions, right?
They're all taking slow. That's right.
Well, then my guys will take slow and go first, right?
That's right.
I mean, I think Junus might take a slash and like run backwards or shift backwards.
Oh yeah, I've seen a slow action. Then yes.
Yeah.
I've seen he's got green on him, but yeah.
So let's just fix that. Sure. And then I think maybe we might do a little moving.
Okay.
Right. And well,
Awesome.
hold on a second here. Maybe this is a good time. Oh, of course, everyone can see. If Millar casts Caltrops again, which I think she will, they have to, it does say they have to move into it. Now, does that mean that I can put it around them, and as long as they move in it, then they move into it?
Let me see here. That's a technology spell, right? Technomancy spell. Yeah. Okay, so it costs you 2 mana to cast it. Circle the ground with a 5-yard radius. Set to 1 point medium range. Any creature that enters or moves across the area must make a successful agility challenge or take 1d6 plus 1 damage and become slowed.
All right.
Yep. Okay. So their agility's pretty good. Yeah. Okay.
Their agility's pretty good, is it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll
They're nimble little fuckers.
All
But
right, well, she's gonna nail them all with their Caltrop spell.
okay. So I'm going to assume that it sort of fills that like from the edge of where Junus is and forward.
Yeah.
So you and you cast your your spell, and then there's just shards of metal that sort of like sort of magically appear all across the ground as they're skittering across. Okay, so that is Millar's turn. What is Junus and Hobie going to do?
And also Millar's going to move back a couple.
Okay.
In fact, maybe a few. Get the hell out of the range there. Geez, and then and then Junus can slash then move, right?
He absolutely can.
Let's do our guarded feint strike and then move backwards.
Okay, so that means 1 boon, 3 boons, 1 bane. Is that right? 2 boons and 1 bane.
Unless he gets a blessing from, but I think maybe the blessing will save for himself if Hobie casts Will-O-Wisp.
God, these things are creepy. Love it.
This time he's an action card. You can move the ball of flame. When the flame appears, each creature that must make a successful with 1 boon or become beguiled by the flame. And that means he doesn't take any attack rolls. Okay, well, sure. He'll give the extra 1 to Junus, so he gets 3 and 1, 3 boons, 1 bane.
Okay.
For his strike, why not? Let's live it. Let's live it up. Hiya! Boom!
Nice.
Okay. That means he gets an extra. That means he does 3d6 damage.
3d6. Honestly, you're going to squish one of these things. I think they've got 5 health, but I'm going to assume that you will roll higher than 5. So, you just sort of like and smash this one of these things, and it just squishes underneath you, spraying aqueous and vitreous humor all over the ground. Okay. So then you want to move Junus as well?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
All right. And then Hobie is going to
I can make you move back into the caltrops, possibly.
possibly, but
Yeah.
what if Hobie moves out,
Yep.
closes the door?
Yeah. So bam. Okay, so let me. Oh yeah, actually, this is. I anticipated that might be the case. So, boom. So you don't know what's what.
Now wait a second. Does Molar have to keep eye contact with the caltrops?
No, I think the duration is 1 minute,
Okay.
not concentration. So,
Okay.
okay, so let me make some rolls here and see how they do in their dex checks, or agility checks rather. Okay, so I need a 10 to succeed. They got no boons or banes. There's 1 succeeds. Oops, shit. 2 succeeds. 3 succeeds.
Roll 20.
4 succeeds.
Fuck off. Roll 20.
5
Not
succeeds.
yours. Not
6.
one
All
person
6.
failed.
They have really high agilities.
But still, what's up with that? I mean, all your rolls are 16, 15, 9, 19, 16, and I always roll 1, 1, 1, 1.
No, you've been rolling some really good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you slam the door, and you're like, ha ha! Bet they didn't think of that. And then you see a from underneath the door, and you're like, ha ha! And they finish their move out, and basically they're not talking. I don't know why I'm making that sound, but they all come crawling out. I'm just placing them around here, but they're all going to attack Junis.
Nice.
Or not Junis, Hobie.
All right.
Okay, so fortunately they do, yeah, and it's they're just crawling on him and lashing, and the little things are like like whip cracks against your flesh.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them attacking. So let's see here. Where's your attack? There we go. Do I have any boons or banes? Nope. Okay, so here we go. 1. That hits you. Take 1. Every one of these that hits, you take 1 point of damage.
All right.
Okay. That's 1 damage. Does that hit your defense? 13?
I actually don't think it does. My defense is 14.
14. Nice. Okay, so it's 1 damage. No. Nope. Another point of damage. Done hit with that one. And I got 1 more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then I want you to make a will check for me too, because that's just the last one hits. So another point of damage.
3 damage, sir? Yeah.
Yes, 3 damage in total. And then I'd like you to make a will check for me, because this is just, these things are crawling all over you.
All right. Will check. Oh, wait, and he gets a boon because of the sword.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's for attacking. He gets a boon because of his fear, but that's over. All right. Boom. 12.
12. Yep. Now you tend to succeed. So yeah, as unnerving as this is, you just start laughing at the situation because your revel is your god. Yeah. Okay.
What a sense of humor.
Okay. So end of turn. Well, you know what? I'll get rid of that ballista. Where's it here? Some backgrounds. There you go. Okay. And right. What do you got? I'm doing quick actions for all my little eyeball critters.
Little eyeball critters.
Yeah.
And, all right. And they're all over Hobie at the moment.
Yes.
All right. She is going to cast.
Oops.
What can I use to hit these things?
There you go. It's moving Hobie to the front so you can see his stuff. Oh, he's fucked up.
Yeah, he's fucked up. Caltrops again. Sparkling Shield is kind of interesting,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't know if they're attacking her.
Yeah.
I think she just wants to try to take one out. Yeah, she'll go with and that's so Spike is against agility, and Magic Wrench is against defense.
Mhm.
So Magic Wrench him.
Okay.
And or maybe just hope we want to cast these first. I don't think so.
So are you doing slow or because again, remember they're taking fast turns.
Right. Okay. Well then, in that case, we're going to take fast turns.
Okay.
They don't take fast turns. Let's say.
Yeah, sure.
Bloody hell. Millar. Okay. Fine. Earth Spike.
Okay.
No, sorry. Magic Wrench.
Okay.
Defense.
Did you spend your or mana from caltrops?
Did I add that to? Sorry, maybe I didn't.
It was two.
Two,
Yeah, 2 mana.
Okay, and now she's going to cast Magic Wrench. So let's cast things up to 16.
Okay.
And Magic Wrench, which is just a intellect roll.
I think so. Is that right? Intellect attack.
Yes.
Okay.
No boons, no bangs.
Against defense.
Against defense.
Okay, go ahead.
A 1. Yeah, 1, wouldn't you?
You rolled a 1 again.
Oh, 1.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
for the 18th time. All right. And then this reminds me of the old Axis and Allies that you get on your computer.
Yeah.
And what would happen is it would decide whether you were going to win or lose, and then it would assign dice rolls. And so I would have like a million ships, and I'd roll, and I'd get like a line of 1s or a line of 6s. All right. And then, so that's Villar, so she didn't get shit for that.
Yep.
All right. Well, then Junis, he can't do multiple attacks or anything, can he?
You cannot, no.
And those are all the moves he's got. Combat Feint. All right. Well, he's going to Combat Feint. Oh, wait. One of those guys had a Bane. Anyway.
One of those guys had a Bane from.
Oh, no, because he killed the last one.
Yeah, he killed the last one.
Right. Well, he's going to do his attack again. Same one as last time.
Okay.
No bonus. That's 2 boons, 1 bane. Against one of them. 20. Yeah.
Let's look here. Sorry, I was looking at attacking with 2 weapons. If you are wielding a weapon in each hand and neither of them is cumbersome, and then I don't think your shield or your scimitar are cumbersome, you can use an action to attack with them at the same time. You make one attack. If you attack one target, you attack with the weapon in your main hand, making an attack roll with 2 banes. On a success, you deal normal damage from that weapon plus extra damage from the weapon in your offhand. If you attack 2 targets, you attack with the weapon in your main hand against the one target, and then in the offhand against another one, and you make both of them with 3 banes.
Okay.
So, and I only mention that because they do give damage for shields, and these things are not really particularly strong. So they are little nimble fuckers. So, do you have a large shield or a small shield?
Junis?
Yeah.
Does he have a shield? What's he got?
Does he have a shield?
Large shield.
Large shield, yeah. So it's 1d3 damage plus your strength modifier.
What is against me?
No, that's how much damage you would do with it. I'm just suggesting if
Or
you
the
want to,
shield.
if you want to do more, you're attacking with 3 banes then.
Yeah.
But
I'll just take 1 attack.
yeah, these things they're not doing a lot of damage anyway.
12 damage.
Did you hit? Oh, you hit with a 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just swoosh. Yeah.
Swoosh.
So one of the ones you bat off of Millar or Hobie. Hobie, you want to go again?
Hobie's turn to go. He is going to. Oh, he does have some oil. I could use that. Okay. I didn't think he did have oil. Well, he's probably just going to try to swat one of these things. I mean, he could just fade.
They're on him though,
Oh,
so
they're actually on
yeah.
him. Okay. Well, in that case, he could. He's going to bless himself and just whack one with his. All he's got is a club. Can he whack himself with a club or his axe? I mean, I guess he can.
he can try and hack one with the axe. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm narratively describing it that way, but it's like mechanically, it's not any penalty to try and whack one of these things.
Okay. So 1 boon for his blessing.
Okay.
Rock and roll. Boom!
Ooh,
23.
yep. Another one
Nice.
goes swoosh. I won't make you roll damage for that. Okay, so yeah, and you squish it. I think it's all of you done, right?
And
So the lash crawlers are going here. So this is against Hobie's against 14. No boons, no banes. 1 hit.
of course. Only a 17, 1 out of 20.
So 1. So 2 damage. And then. Nope.
Yay!
Okay, so only take 2 more points of damage.
All right.
What you do know, these things seem to be eager to get to your face.
Good to know. All right.
Okay. All right. They're taking quick actions again because they're enjoying this. So you guys taking quick?
We're all taking quicks. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead. Whoever wants to do what?
Junis is gonna stomp.
Okay.
Usual routine.
Yep.
All right. 2 boons.
Is he doing the guarded attack? Like, is it worth taking a bane at this point?
Why bother? Right?
Yeah, that's just penalizing himself.
So he still gets 2 boons.
Yeah.
And then he gets no banes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely much better. All right. Bow. There you
Boom,
go.
another one. Squoosh.
Another one bats dust. All right. And Millar is going to cast a spell. And is a magic. Let's see if she's going to cast. It's a magic wrench. She's trying to try to blast that thing off him.
Okay.
All right. No point in casting spark.
Because she's doing it over and over. Oh, make sure you spend your mana.
Oh, yes.
Because she keeps doing it over and over. I'm kind of picturing that she's like constantly got this swirl of like magical gears around her hair.
Like we said, it's actually literally her wrench. She charges it up and it like bounces off and comes back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Boomerang. All right. I can't do it. It's glitchy, this program. 9. We're gonna go. Is it 11 then? Okay, I think. And then time to roll.
Oh, you know what? Your connection is disconnected. That may be why you're having difficulty.
Yes. All right. And then she's rolling intellect. No boons. No banes.
Okay.
Come on, honey. 11.
11. So unfortunately, that is a miss again. Okay, so we got Hobie.
Hey, Obi. Well, blessing on yourself. Blessings all.
Okay.
1 boon.
He's still just killing himself laughing.
Right.
Like Revel would find this hysterical.
Absolutely. It's right up his alley. Yes.
Yeah.
This is afternoon entertainment for the gods. Boom. 15.
Nice. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Another one squishes. So I have 2 of them who are still like crawling up your back, and you're like, whoa, yeah. I don't know. My mental picture for this right now is kind of like Army of Darkness style, like, you know, the like crazy overreaction, you know, with the hand crawling up and whatever.
There's only 2 left.
Or Evil Dead 2, I guess.
Right.
There's only 2 left. That's right. Yeah. So, boom, miss
Very Evil Dead. Yes.
and miss. So yeah, they're not able. They're skittering up and not quite able to get to an attack. Who would like to go next? I guess Junis maybe.
Junis will go next and
Yeah.
rock and roll.
I'm assuming you're taking quick actions or fast turns again.
You got it. 2. Come on, Junis. And it. 11.
11
Mm.
has not.
Hit.
Oh, it's 11 to hit.
Yeah.
Did you roll? I don't see my results here.
Is that me? Is that hold on? I don't see. And I didn't see your rolls in my results either. Yep. You're not seeing it?
I'm not seeing any. Oh, it finally showed up.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So that's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Junis does have a fortune point left. I mean, there still is more ahead of
Maybe
you.
we'll save the fortune point.
That sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Millar, let's do this again, and maybe one of these days you'll hit with your magic wrench. You're still practicing with it. Just never you're used to it. Kapow.
Jesus. What are you praying against the wall? You're slowly chipping away the.
I would like to speak to the manager of Roll20.
Okay.
And then Hobie is going to do his thing.
Yeah.
18.
Nice. Another one goes squoosh. Okay. And then it is. So we got one of these little eyeball critters left to go. Against 14 is a miss. You're kind of like you sort of like it crawls down, you bat it with its shield, and you realize it's crawling up your shield, so it's not quite able to get an attack. All right, so who would like to make you? All 3 of your guys can go again.
Hobie, being the most eager, will be certainly the first to bless himself. And
Bash his.
laughing. Watch this, Rebel, and plow.
Yeah, he smashes it against the shield. So your clothing is fairly covered in the slightly yellowish goo that makes up the aqueous humor and vitreous humor of the eyeball. So they're just, it's all over you. And that is, you sort of take a moment to catch your breath. You look around, and that appears to be all of them.
Woof. All right. We all take a moment. We'll just take a moment.
I think there are still 2 more healing potions available as well. Because I think Hobie hasn't used his, and Junis has one as well.
And Eric's dead, so...
And Eric's dead, so you can take the one off of his body, to be honest. So you have 3 healing potions. If you
Sure. So
if any of you want to double up those things, but the
Hobie, his healing rate
One
is
sec
5,
here.
so we'll do that. Hobie will take 5 off.
it's not. Oh yeah, that's right. It grants you equal to your healing rate, right?
Oh, but I think he only gets half.
Who only gets half?
It's half rounded down, half rounded up.
Half rounded down.
From half rounded down, so he only gets 2.
Who's that? Junis?
Hobie, because he's a revenant.
Oh right. Good stuff.
All right. Well, and then so
Now this was for those listening at home. That is an honest player. I forgot about that.
3 healing for Midlar. So that brings it down to a 9. Very good. And Junis is hanging in there with 18 damage. Maybe she'll give him a couple of repairs.
You want to try and shut him down?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make a engineering check.
All right. 1 boon.
So intellect plus 1 boon.
All right.
Oh. So what I'm going to say is,
Oh wait, that's all right.
yeah. So you try and shut down Junis, and actually what you do is, you do 1d6 points of damage to him in the course of doing that.
All right.
No. You do 1 point of damage, not 1d6.
All right.
Okay, so just add 1 more point of damage, and Junis is sort of like, hey,
Oh, sorry.
that's not
All right. She's gonna cast Epiphany on herself and try it again if that's all right.
okay.
with you.
So use your spend your mana.
All right. So that's 2 each. So then she gets 3 boons for the on top of everything else.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So that's 2 altogether.
Yeah.
All right. Oh wait, because she doesn't cast. This is not a spell point to do mechanics check.
No. Just cast
It's a
Epiphany.
jury ring.
No,
Okay,
but
so-
to Epiphany it costs you
Right.
mana.
So
That's what I was
already
saying.
took one off, so I'll leave that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll roll again. And all right, this time she gets 4 boons on her intellect roll.
Okay.
Let's make this happen, please. 4. Submit.
Another point of damage.
I'm freaking real. 20. All right. Well, now she's just gonna. This time she's just gonna do it again.
Okay.
Keep trying till we get it.
Your wrench is sort of stuck in there at this point. You're like, no, hold on, I've got this.
Trust me. Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
He shuts down.
And then she'll roll 1d6 as many times as she needs, and then
Yeah, and then just spend, and then that's how much mana you're spending.
All
Yeah.
right, so we'll just okay, so we'll find out. So we'll just roll a dice roller for d6.
Mhm.
Right, so okay. D6 1, d6 2, d6 2, d6 5. What do we
So
have here?
10 in total.
10 in total.
That's 1, 2, 3,
And
4 mana.
Mana. It's getting close here. One more. Bam. 5.
15 in total.
15 in total.
15 and 5 mana.
That's all right. Let's do that.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. So then you turn the crank and Junis activates again, and he feels much better. Okay. All right.
All right. Let's head back down this hallway.
Okay. So let's let me just get that door out of the way. You throw the door open again too. Oops, wrong layer. There we go. Whoosh, and the doorway is before you. I need to go to the washroom very quickly, and then we will move yourself down to sort of where you can see there, and then I will tell you what you see when we get back.
All
When I
right.
get back. So I really fucking love this game.
Good horror game.
It's really This is a lot of fun. The combats are quick, but they're fucking intense though.
Oh yeah. Roll 20. You're quickly becoming my biggest enemy in the world. Who's that dog?
I think that's my first like bona fide PC kill in probably about 15 years.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I mean,
You took back the other ones that we've done. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's you're absolutely right. It's been 8 years because I killed your wizard in that D&D 4th edition thing. All right, so you guys walk up there, and what you see is there's this sweeping staircase that leads up.
Okay.
Let me just.
And nothing in the room that's of interest to Millar.
Oops. Bear with me one sec here. I need to. No, you go in there and you can see there's still more holes with eyes in them, but they seem to be like almost like pruned. Like they whatever
Right.
magic was animating these other things. It is not. What do you call it? It's not affecting these things.
Right.
Um,
And the inscriptions on the wall and the thing revealing there.
no. Give me a second. Okay, I need to quickly take a peek at the thing here. Okay. I jack this dude up or not? Okay. So you walk to the foot of the stairs, and it goes up probably about maybe 20 feet up. So you can't quite see. Are you gonna climb those stairs?
Maybe Hobie will do his fade,
Okay.
and I can't do the spell point.
Okay.
And then he'll
Wait here.
stealthily-
How much is it? One.
It's one, yeah.
You go. Okay. So let me. That's the. You see there. So, as you move up the stairs, what you see is there is someone who is crouched at the at an altar there. You see there's all those rows around, those columns are again like the other thing where they're like the other hallway where there are roots that have grown down as sort of serve as pillars, and there's someone who's standing there praying or kneeling there praying, and then he stands and turns towards you very nonchalantly, and this is what he looks like. Where is it here?
Oh, man.
He turns, his eyes glowing, and he says to you very matter-of-factly, "They're gone. Or at least they will be."
And Hobie, faking nonchalance, in return says, "I see." And where did they go?
Out.
Will they be coming back?
I suspect not. They will be enjoying this world. Your kind. You've had your time. Now, it ends. And I need you to make an agility challenge roll for me.
Or he's gonna bless himself?
Okay.
Reaction.
No, he's not gonna have a chance to do that.
Okay,
Just
that's it. Okay. It is a trigger, but that's right.
no, I'm saying you're not having a triggered action.
It's not a triggered
Yeah.
action.
What you're just rolling for is
Agility, you said?
yeah, please.
About time for a decent roll. No.
Oh, sorry, honey. You know what? Roll a d6.
Roll D6, all right?
Yep.
5.
Okay. You do use your triggered action, and because Revel interferes.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you sort of, you are going to be able to act to this. He is attacking you,
Oh, man.
and he is going to. You realize that in that long black flowing robe there is a sword drawn, and he seems to have a shield at his side that seems to be almost invisible. And he is going to be leaping forward at you. So because you made the reaction, because of Revel's insight, you know that he's going to be taking am I on the wrong layer here?
Noise.
I am. He will be taking a slow action, so you can take choose to take a quick or a slow action.
Nice. Hobie will, I think you better take a slow.
And Millar and Junis are unaware of what's going on right
Yeah,
now.
unaware.
Okay, so what would Hobie like to do?
Hobie is going to move down here.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast. Okay, he's going to cast. Hold on, what is he going to cast? Is he actually going to go War to the Land? Attack with 2 boons, making it difficult terrain. And then, yeah, okay. I guess I'm going to cast War to the Land.
Okay.
Right over that area.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell the others that look out. There's another one.
I'll throw the other. I'll keep her hot in there.
How fast can Millar whip us back to Crossroads? Or Crossroads?
That has to, like, it's a bit of time to act it. Well, let me think here. If she, I think she could draw that and get you out of there. Yeah, I think that's possible as her action. She can't do it this round because it's not
right.
Yeah, but okay. So this thing, I'm going to allow it an agility check with a boom to try and avoid that because
I don't. Sure, I try to avoid it. Like I don't think that it doesn't do anything negative to them.
No, I mean to avoid the difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because it's fey and whatever,
Gotcha.
but he fails. No, okay. So he will be subject to his normal speed, which is 7. So it means 1. Okay, so actually he can get down to you. He leaps down, and this spear actually, which seems to like grow magically as he gets it out.
It's a guy from Hellboy.
Spears, sort of actually, lashes out at you with that. He's got 1 boon on it. No Banes, right?
I've got +1 defense.
Oh, to your defense, right? So it's just what he's rolling. So 15. It's a hit. Okay, so the spear plunges in. You take 11 points of damage.
That means he's down.
Okay, so what did Hobie say as he went down? Anyway.
He's like, Rebel has more surprises in store for you.
Well, no, he said something to the guys, didn't he? Didn't he say?
He said, "Look out! There's a guy."
So he said, "Look out!" And then suddenly, like faster than they could imagine, he leaps down and just skewers through Hobie, which drops him down to the ground.
Right.
So now that's it for his round. We're at the top of the round. So Hobie is down. Right, you can't alter this thing. So there we go. Boom.
Yeah.
So Hobie's down right now and maybe dying. He's a revenant, so not first trip there. This thing is going to take a quick action. So, what are you doing, sweetie? Can I lie down? What are you doing, doofus?
Millar will take a slow action, and I guess she's going to try to figure out how to use the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You have figured out how to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw it and see if we can make it happen.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so she'll do that as a. You can do that during a swift turn.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Hey, you tell me. All right. I mean, then she'll be. I guess,
Here's what I'll let you do:
Yeah.
is you make an agility check for Millar for me.
Mhm.
Okay. No boons, no banes. And let's see if she can get it out of her bag fast enough. If she can, then she can do that as a quick action. If she can't, then it's a slow action
All right.
or a slow turn.
All will be forgiven. Roll 20. 10?
That's enough.
Ah!
10 is a challenge.
All right.
Nice.
20 we're square.
Okay, so she scrambles in and grabs this thing. The what do you call it? The elf pulls the spear out and looks and is about to like skewer through Junis. And what does Millar do?
Millar just sort of with sort of open eyes pulls out the ball.
Remember, it's on that little like handle thing, right?
It's a little handle thing, holds it up like it's a lantern, and just hopes like hell that it works.
Okay.
And,
There's a command word that she quickly shouts out, and then let me change your view. You might want to change your angle because I don't know where yours was, but you are back.
Ooh.
And you're standing at the base of one of those giant white towers. Your dying comrade lies next to you. Junis, make an intellect check make a will check for Junis, for Junis for me, please.
Junis? Okay.
Yeah, what I want to know is whether he's going to be able to react this turn or whether Hobie has to make a dying check.
Okay.
Because if he's
no benefits to that one. 9.
no, so he's just like what in the where. And Millar, you notice that the crystal ball is completely clear at this point.
Oh, okay.
It's whatever view you had in there has vanished.
Oh.
Okay. Now it is okay. So because now hold on, he's a revenant. So maybe these. What happens when he hits 0? Do you remember? With I can look it up if you can't.
Oh, doesn't he die? But he comes back to life after a while. But then he's got another insanity or something like that.
That sounds actually that sounds about right. Let me.
Main page. Mad God's left. Clear Rebel's blessing. Mad God's laughter. Where is it? Eternal returns. When you die instantly when you become incapacitated and you remain dead for 1d3 hours.
Okay, so
At the end of this time, if your head is still attached to your body, you return to life, heal damage equal to your healing rate, and gain 1d3 insanity. Otherwise, you're destroyed.
okay. So why don't you roll 1d3? He will return to life. Roll 1d3 and then add. Or so 1d6 and then this will divide. Yeah, you know what I mean. 1. Nice. So go to his character sheet, add 1 more to his insanity total.
5.
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
And he awakens. So there's a bit of surprised people who were sort of like, "Oh, where'd you come from?" And you guys are all looking around, but that will be the end of that adventure. We'll do the wrap up next time, and then we will do your what do you call it? We'll do the in between the downtime actions as well too, because there's some terrific rules for it in Forbidden Rules as well. But 4th level.
Oh, 4th level!
Nice.
So more or less in one piece, thanks to a little bit of intervention from Old Rebel.
Yeah. Well, you know what I was thinking about, and I think you. Yeah, I don't know whether you would have. I think you probably would have had a chance. I'm not. Rules as written, I think that your triggered action wouldn't have. You didn't use a triggered action yet.
I mean, you can edit the scenes.
No, but I want to. You know what? Like as much as possible, I do. This is our first time playing the game. Before I start fucking around with the rules, I'd like to see how they play. In this, it seems to me that you wouldn't have you didn't have an action that round before, so you would have had a triggered action kicking around effectively, right? Like if we did it on a round per round basis. So yes, you probably could have used it. That's why I was like, all right, just roll it and we'll see. And yeah. So that wasn't just me, saving you. However, unfortunately, so the second adventure with 2 deaths again. 2 deaths, not again, but 2 deaths this time. So far we've had 3 deaths.
Well, Malar was down, but she got back up. Yeah.
Well, she didn't die though.
Yeah, right.
But we've had because Hobie has we've had 3 deaths. So we've gone through 3 levels with 3 deaths so far.
Hey, perfect.
Hobie has died 3 times now, and Eric is no more. And you left his body. And you left his body behind too. Yeah, he's getting progressively loopier. What is his will? What's Hobie's will?
His willpower is.
Is it a 10?
Where are you? His will is a 12.
12. Oh, nice. So he's got a little ways to go still. Anyway, we will. So for those listening at home, thanks so much for joining us for the wrap up for this level 3 adventure for Shadow of the Demon Lord. We look forward to seeing you back again with the level 4 adventure, which should be starting quite soon.
Level 4.
Thank you.